I know that hurts your feelings, but some of these pastors got hoes. I'm Arsenio coming to.
Pastors got hoes.
Some of these pastors got hoes.
We live, son. Check this out.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Yeah, y'all. It's a Friday. Mike Shawn the Takeover in the building. Understand my IG live. I see y'all popping. Media Room 360 TV. Media Room 360 TV. Now, the reason why I tell y'all to get that, download that app, or go to YouTube, Facebook, Roku TV, Apple, Prime, everything.
Amazon, Twitch.
Media Room 360, Twitch, and all that good stuff. Get on there so y'all can see all the clips that we play, all the video clips that we play. Good morning, Kathy.
Day after birthday. Morning after birthday. Woo!
Good morning after your birthday. It's Michael Shawn and J Black. Because Sexy Mosi said she just pulled into a hotel room. What the are you talking about?
What up, Star? What up,
Shelly, was
Queen?
good. Afro Queen was good. Everybody. Y'all missed Mike Shawn's sermon on IG Live when I said the pastor got hoes.
Allegedly.
I believe in my Lord and Savior. Oh, yes, I do. And that's no joke, but I don't believe in the pastors because they got hoes.
Even on Fridays?
Y'all can't see me dancing. The pastor got a hole. And I know this for a fact. You can't tell me I don't know. I know what I know. Trust me, there is a higher power. Yes, there is. And I do believe in God. But the people who sit in front of you, and I believe in what they say. I believe that you use them as a gym. You use them if they give you something positive to say. But they real life don't be shit. I repeat. They real life just be like your real life. They be side chicks involved. They be scandalous information that you don't know about. All right, so Jay Black, how was your night last night?
I'm waiting. I'm like, wait, where's he going?
I just want to have a good Friday.
A good Friday. Last night was football. Thursday.
That was tough. I saw.
Went to Dave and Buster's with my boy. My boy went to Dave and Buster's.
Shout out to Superhero.
What else? I got to remember yesterday I told you about the date. Not a date, but I was supposed to meet my daughter's date, her boyfriend. And then everything collapsed. It didn't happen. I wasted money ordering pizza. I was going to embrace the little fella for a little bit and be a little rough on some questions. But I found out why it was what happened. What happened was apparently he didn't have his haircut, so he didn't want to meet us without having his haircut. So, that was his reasoning. And of course, my red flag goes to, well, that means you don't know how to prepare and plan for life because you knew this was coming. So you should have been ahead of time, had your haircut done if that was going to be. So that means you're not a structured individual and responsible. That was my takeaway, amongst other things, being scared. But
I would love to debate Jay Black on that, but goddamn, we supposed to be hard on dudes who want to date our daughters.
Yeah. Good morning, Jacqueline.
We got to raise the bar on these Negroes who want to date our daughters. Gotta be. You ain't get a haircut, motherfucker. Really? That's what your insecurity level is like? I don't need you to be with my daughter. If your insecurity is you can't meet the father because your line ain't right on your damn haircut, homie.
He knew that before Wednesday.
Try that on somebody else because the two dudes that have changed their lives but have been the most trifling, the most disrespectful people right here, the two dudes you're dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Try that on somebody else, homie.
Yeah. My BS detector was beep, 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 beep. It went all the way off.
Let me tell you, young man, something. The fact that Jay Black even went out his way to buy you pizza, and I know y'all gonna be like, well, it's just pizza. No, mother, he don't trust nobody in the goddamn world. The reason why he bought pizza for that young man is because that shows how much he loves his daughter. Because Jay Black ain't buying pizza for nobody because he don't give a about y'all.
No.
But the fact that he went out his way,
Yeah. Yep,
and me and Jay Black are gonna argue for the rest of the show. On every single damn thing. It's Friday. We're going to argue why it's Friday. We're going to argue why is it Friday. Is it because it comes after Thursday or because it comes before Saturday? We're going to argue. One of us is going to say it's because it happens after Thursday, and Thursday is more important than Saturday. Let me just get this straight. As brothers, we're going to argue for the next damn 3 hours.
Because there's no NFL on Saturday. It's only college.
Mother, when I tell you, when that man sits at his home and says, I'm going to meet this person,
all right,
which he will never do.
Nope.
But when he goes above and beyond his comfort zone, and you say you don't come because of a haircut,
yeah, that was
now, my dude, if you're really serious, now you have to come face to fire and say that to his face, and you have to come on because we don't believe you now, big dog.
Yeah, you gonna have to now also explain why you didn't plan ahead, knowing that meeting was happening. Why didn't you get your haircut prior? You knew that, so now it's going to be even more difficult conversation. But I think that's what it came down. She had anxiety for meeting me apparently too. So, but I don't know if that's
how old is the dude?
18, 19.
He's a young. He's one of them young mother.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And my daughter, she wanted my wife to make real dinner and a whole nine like it's Boston Market. No. We not doing that.
Well, why? The funny thing is, why'd you say it's real dinner like it's Boston Market? Like Boston Market is the end all be all. Now that corn is fire. That corn. I don't care when you go to Boston Market. The corn is always fire. I don't care what you say.
Good morning, Shaper. I love Boston Market.
He said, y'all are gonna treat this like a 5-star restaurant like Boston Market. What did you Hey, send the request, damn it.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, Boston apples beat y'all. Boston apples. But I'm just saying, Jay Black says you're not gonna treat us like we Boston Market. God damn, Boston Market just be around the corner by Wendy's. Boston Market be right next to Wendy's, across the street from Taco Bell. So the young man is 18. Damn. I'm not trying to get too into the business. How old is your daughter?
No, she's 18. He's 19, actually. I think he just turned 19.
Oh, all right.
You know, they have age.
Yeah.
Ashley says that the cream spinach is
it is not. See, everybody says that about Boston Market, about the creams. I tried, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad. But to each his own. Good morning. I'm just D. Marie, Boston Market spinach and hot apples. Y'all really into them hot apples. I've never had the Boston Market hot apples on a Friday. I've never had it on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're talking about, for those who just joined us on IG Live, we're talking about Jay Black was supposed to meet his daughter's boyfriend, who's 18 or 19 or whatever. And y'all don't understand when Jay Black orders something or decides he's going to meet you, and then you decide you're not going to get there because you don't have Lex in the box. What up? The excuse why the boyfriend didn't show up was because he did not have a haircut.
Yeah. Whack.
Now, I love my hair shaped up. I love having a haircut. I love my beard being done right. Shout out to Real the Barber. But if I'm going to meet somebody, I'm not going to meet them simply because I'm not right with the haircut. What happened?
No, I'm laughing at you. I'm thinking ain't nothing but excuses. That's all it is.
It's not my excuses. Like, for real. Like, I've done shows where they've paid me a large amount of money, and I've been in front of like 2, maybe 2,500, 3,000 people, and my hair ain't been right. I'm like, oh, gotta go do what I gotta do. So if you are into a woman, you go, I gotta go see the dad.
Or you plan ahead accordingly, being responsible. So therefore, I already know how he handle his bills. I already know how he handle life. He's not prepared. He's not prepared. He's
No,
not.
I want
He's
to
not
argue
proactive.
with Jay right now. I want to argue with Jay, but everything he's saying is comments. He's right. God,
Got to be
ooh,
proactive. It starts early.
ooh,
And actually, that ain't 19 ain't even early in life for you to be responsible. But hey, so that's what it was yesterday. That's what it was.
I
Tam
don't like this.
Tam.
I don't even like this dude simply because of the one fact that I literally got to agree with Jay Black. I don't like you because I can't even debate this, dog.
D. Marie said presentation is good. So you got to prepare for that presentation, D. Marie.
I understand that, but
you know it's coming on Wednesday, so why you get the haircut Tuesday or Monday? Why wait till Wednesday? Oh, you know what? I ain't got my cut. I can't make it. That's how we treat life. That's what we do.
That's what we do. All you got to do is when you go there and say, before Mr. So-and-so, before we go any further, I just want to excuse my haircut because I wasn't able to get a haircut. My barber was on some, his schedule was. So that's all you got to do. All you got to do is explain the haircut. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And be like, and you know what? Humble pie. You go like, before we go any further, I am embarrassed of my presentation right now. I don't want you to judge me on this. My barber was just like, we had scheduled a cut or whatever, and keep it moving. But to cancel an entire meeting with your girl's father or parents, I should say parents, but I'll just say the father because we're both fathers here, is ridiculous.
D. Marie said first impressions are very lasting. Was his hair, was he woofing to that degree where it's like I'm sure that's not the case, but what Tam, did you read Tam's comment right there?
What was her comment? She said, good morning. Where?
She said Friday. She said it's Friday.
Y'all haven't downloaded or gone to the YouTube for Media Room 360. Media Room 360. Facebook. YouTube. Yes. Right behind me. Right, look, right there.
Yes,
right
Jacqueline. Nothing but excuses.
TV.
Excuses. Jay Black, me being the mother of 4 kings. I love this shirt. Yes, Black Kings are the most important piece of the game. Yes, another one of these, my wife, I think that's in her couples. She's starting like a couples shirt line with couples quotes or whatever. So yeah, check out the website.
Check out the website. Put it on the screen. If it wasn't looking like Wolverine, he could have shown up. No, he could have shown up regardless. You got to. I don't care if your leg, like if your girl at the time. That's the website to go to if y'all watching on Media Room 360 or anywhere on Media Room or Facebook, YouTube, anywhere wearing a mask.
Oh, he could have wore wearing a hat. Well, then is that disrespectful wearing a hat, a fitted coming into somebody's crib? But
he's not wearing a hat. Yeah. All he has to do is explain. That's it. That's all he has to do is say, sir. All you have to do is hit me with the sir. Sir, I want to apologize for my appearance. My hair is crazy right now because I couldn't get to my barber. Now shut up and let the father lead you into the house and sit you down where you got to sit down. Jay Black, so did he call and say he wasn't coming or did he just not show up?
Nope. My daughter out of nowhere just left the house angry and we ain't know why. Then she sent the text message that, it ain't happening. And that was the rest of her night. She ain't even want to talk about it no more. So I left it alone to the next day.
You left it alone? Wait, the next day you piled on the next day?
Well, piled on to him about he ain't ish. To
Oh, but you talked to her about it?
Yeah, because she told me about the haircut thing.
But Jay,
and I was like,
pile on the next day.
Because I know that's BS. I need her to know.
Yeah, but you ain't got.
I need to know that if he was legit and responsible, he would have planned ahead. I need her to plan in her head that it ain't being upset with her up the situation that she be mad at him and figuring out what he ain't doing in life and she probably know more about me or why he's sitting on his butt or whatever certain things that I don't know about that he ain't got accomplished at 19 that he wanted to, or is he shooting towards those goals? So I'm sure it's a buildup of things around it that I'm just not aware of. But
yeah, but there's some things you just got to be like, but everybody has a different styles of parenting. I just go like, okay.
He ain't said nothing about not having enough money to have a haircut, Jacqueline.
No, he didn't say nothing. Stop, y'all. Stop.
She
Y'all.
would have said, "Oh, he
These are
broke. He don't get his check till
stop.
Friday."
No, stop.
But you still do this. You knew this last week, though. We knew this was coming.
Even if you're embarrassed of your appearance, but I promise you, he was still hanging out with his boys after that. I promise. Promise, he still went out and chilled. And unfortunately, Jay's daughter was upset, and she had the right to be upset. But just understand, just understand the priorities that somebody makes. When they make you a priority, you will understand it. When they don't, you will also understand it, unless you put a blind eye to it. That's where I leave it. That's where with my daughters, especially I shouldn't say especially all my daughters, but Monty, when we have these conversations, I'm like, look, I'll give you the Instagram quote because all y'all on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So if something means something to you and that person knows it means something to you and they don't follow through, fall back. Don't get mad. Don't start an argument. Don't start yelling. Just go like, okay. You're supposed to be here. You can get put out some parents' cribs for wearing a hat.
hats.
No, I understand that. We're not gonna get into the whole like take your hat off if you want to take your hat off. And in some households, a hat is not a big deal. But you're the one, like some people want you to take the shoes off. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, I'm a mother of 3 kings. I get it. And it's not even it's nobody's fault. It's just understand you are perceived that, and guess what? It's not the end of it. If you really into somebody and you made a bad decision, you take the L and you come back and say, and once again, you just explain this is what happened. And then you take the heat for it. If you into this young lady or woman, in my case, if you're into her, you take the heat and you go like, yo, your dad's about to go in. I already know. So here I come.
Oh yeah, if it was really something legit, it's going to be even more because now I need that answer. And I don't mind the uncomfortable silence or when people put people on the spot having those tough conversations.
Yeah,
I enjoy those. Honestly, I do. I enjoy. I'm not letting you off the hook. It's going to be a moment of silence. I'll wait.
And your ass got to sit there and just go and okay.
Morning, Stace. Morning, Red.
And when your girlfriend comes down the steps or out the room, and she says something, it's gonna be more uncomfortable silence, and you gotta suck it up. And guess what? You gotta suck it up for like 6 more times when I see you.
Oh, Patrice cool with rocking hats in the crib. She said a baseball cap is not like going to church, for God's sake.
Don't worry about the church. Why y'all always make the church be so damn important? What is that thing? What is that thing they do in the dance now? They do the dance where people can. Jay don't know. They do the souls of Christian dance, and then they still be popping their asses out. And they be what is that thing called? Oh, we need Mo and Leah here right now.
Well, they should be popping in soon. Mo and Leah should be popping.
Some type of dancers they have, and I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, "What in the world?" Jay Black. So this is your daughter's first heartbreak with a boyfriend? Question. This will make her grow up as a stronger woman, weeding out men's BS as she gets older. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's her first. Well, I think they done made up, and she's still mad, and you know how they go. They going through the motions, and
Jacqueline said, "Laugh out loud when he heard pizza, no Boston Market, no show." Shut your ass up, hey!
But I said my wife ain't cooking no full meal for no Negro. Whatever. If anything, y'all can order a pizza. But yeah,
what is his motherfucking name? Where is he?
Yeah, ain't doing it.
Mike Sean, how did the trainer treat you? Finger again. Are you going to have him on the show? I will get the trainer on the show. He's cool. I will tell you this, and I'm trying to play it off. This and this and my back are literally in pain that I took Advil.
Well, from lifting weights. You talking about
Yeah,
underneath the what is it?
yeah.
The
This
flub.
part, I don't know what this is called. This and my back. Literally, I slept like this last night. I slept like this.
So you overdid it. So you use muscle.
No. It was the soreness. It was the soreness, and I promise you. I said, how many weeks did I say? 4 or 6 weeks?
Mark.
How many weeks did I say before I do this shirt?
I blocked it out
because I'm doing a show with no shirt on. I'm doing a show with no shirt on.
Say 10 weeks for all I care. I'm not.
No. I say 6 weeks. I'm doing a show with no shirt on. My boobs are gonna be gone, and it's going. And I'm gonna do. But right here, for those who don't know, my training right here, I'm in pain for real. Like for real. Patrice Edwards said because at church normally means take their hats off. Mike, no, I get it, but I'm just saying I don't want you wearing a hat. Nobody's wearing a hat in my house, but I'm not saying that that's the end all be all. I'm not praise dancing. Yes, the praise dancers in church. Well, we got the praise dancers. We got the young teenagers gonna do the praise dancing, and the praise dancing. They're like
Great boy.
And they got tights on and shit, and they got all types of tights on, and and everybody's like, but they praise dancing. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Mike Sean slept like a car. I did. I was like this. I was like, my arms. No segue. My arms hurt. My arms hurt. But praise dancing is when the Baptist black churches said we're gonna let a little bit of the strip club come into the church. Like we're gonna let a little bit of the strip club. A little bit. We're gonna let a little bit. No, I've seen praise dancing where I was like, and they were like, and they were like, and it'd be some real incredible song. They're like, and the Lord, and then my mind is going like this. And the Lord said, move your titties a little bit slow. No, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Wrong outing, wrong event.
Move your titties a little bit. And the Lord said.
Action said, take an Epsom salt bath for soreness. That's what you do.
I don't
Epsom
like
salt.
baths. I'm so impatient with baths.
I agree with you on that. Sitting in your dirt.
I mean, I've had like baths in a big bathtub, and you can chill. My skin just gets all wrinkly and stuff. But dog, when I tell you, I'm gonna be like, I'm adorable right now. When I tell you the sexiness is about to hit, like Jay don't even know it.
And I don't care. Like you told me,
you won't be jealous. You won't be jealous.
If I start to see a transformation, that's when I'm like, all right, he not gonna get a shape and without. All right, let me focus, and then I'm gonna read.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, and then until then, whatever.
Today's date is today the 14th or the 15th? Adorable. What's today's date?
Today is the 15th.
Yep. The 15th.
Yep.
Today's the 15th. I would say if I do it November 15th, I'll still be flabby, but you'll see the change in me. So I won't do it November 15th. I will do it December 15th. I will do this show with no shirt on.
4 weeks. Not even.
No, it's more than 4 weeks. That's 2 months.
You said December. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 months.
Okay. I'm thinking next November. Okay.
Not even gonna comment on the praise dance. And the Lord said, when y'all let praise dancing get in there, but this is the thing with praise dance, they'll be like, the song will be talking about something, and they'll explain the song. And the Lord said, "Come to us." And the Lord said, "Come to us." And the Lord, then I know they'll be like, and then they'll be like, and the Lord said, "Go to you." And they be wearing some tight asses be popping.
You be looking at the praise dancers' butts
all day. I'm a flaming heterosexual in this bitch. And the pastor does too. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Got a 19-year-old, 20-year-old with some tight stuff. Mark his word, Jay Black. Yes, 12, 15, 21.
Let me put that down too.
Y'all don't understand how serious it's gotten.
We gotta get Dr. Smith to fill in for me on that date, and a couple. We get Dave Anderson. We get a couple people because I'm out. I don't feel good on that. First off, you ain't gonna meet that date. That's first off. Not to shoot you down with your goals, but it's not gonna happen. You're not even going to be where
Gonna
you
be
think
like
you're
this.
going to be.
I'm gonna do the show like this.
Yes, Mike, he did. Yeah, Mike told me he adorable. Whatever.
I'm gonna do the whole show. Praise dancing is too much. You already know it's too much.
But you ain't supposed to be looking at. They a lot of them be younger though, and you be looking at their butts.
No,
It ain't
no.
all
Once
adults.
again, I said these 19 and 20-year-olds be over there with tight stuff on, and I'm like, what the hell? Mike
The Lord
showing
said,
the Lord says, shake your titties. And they be like, ha. And they be like this, ha. They be like, ha.
to the beat.
That's what they do. This is what they do on the praise dancing. They be like, and the Lord, and everybody, I know what's inappropriate, and I know you're not supposed to be wearing some skin tight stuff, doing and then have a guy, then have the band, and the Lord said, shake your ass. I mean, and the Lord said, get out of here.
Right.
Well, Mike and Shawn, please don't do show in WE outfit. Good man, listen, going hard body.
Forget Shawn
Going hard
Michaels.
body.
We got Michael Shawn. That's what we're gonna go with.
Trust me, I'm gonna be on my ludicrous Tyrese Transformer body. Watch when I tell you.
No, we're not encouraging it, Mark.
Dog, God, stop being homophobic. Just be like this, like, yo, you did that. And the Lord said, show your body. And they be like, oh, the praise dancers do this. Stop lying, y'all. All y'all churchgoers. They be
They're
doing this.
worshiping the Lord.
They be, when
not
did
doing it for
Jesus,
Mike.
I want to know, any of y'all praise dancers, if y'all saw Jesus, would you do this? Would you do that? Hold on, bring the last comment so this person get pissed off. Patrice, stop it. There was no praise dancing till like 15 years ago. Really?
Praise dancing did not just start 15 years ago.
When I saw them, it was like 19, okay, more than that, 22 years ago. And they were like this.
It ain't come from the back in the day.
Patrice, how long the Bible been around? How long? They do this, Patrice, in front of, they do that. You gonna do that? How many are going,
Is
if
praise
Jesus
dancing in the
comes?
Bible? Is it noted in the Bible about praise dancing?
Nobody has ever said anything about praise dancing in the Bible. It's something them preachers done made up. Stop. I want one of y'all. I want one of y'all when Jesus comes down, when he says, I'm here, my children. And you go up into it like, and the Lord said, yeah. And I want y'all to do this. It's worshiping here. I want you to do that. I want you to do that in front of Jesus. That's what I want you to do.
She ain't going back and forth with you, Mike. She ain't doing it today.
Patrice, I love you, but you know you ain't doing this. You know, if God came down, you know you wouldn't do. God, I've been doing this praise dancing the entire time. And the Lord said, you know you're not doing that. You know you're not doing that. Stop with the praise dancing.
Oh, she said, David danced before the Lord. I'm done, Mike. Look, she feeding in.
David did not do this. David did not do this. Did David have some skin tight stuff on and go like that? Did David do this? No. I love Patrice.
She said it's in the Bible. Then if David did, it must be in the Bible somewhere.
Really, it must be in the Bible because Patrice says so. It's Matthew, John,
because Patrice says so.
And Patrice in the Bible.
Right. We didn't even get into none of the show stuff. Wait, we got the girls coming up. Go ahead.
Man, listen.
The ovaries.
Why are you doing this? Dr.
Smith.
Because y'all not going to put your human nastiness and your human sexuality. And trust me, if I really wanted to drop these stories on these pastors in Texas, y'all really don't want that smoke. Y'all really don't want that smoke.
Patrice said we wasn't there when David danced for the Lord, so we don't know.
No, exactly. But they would at least give you some, and thou said, and this, thou, and then David twisted his hips, and thou mission, and yeah, and the Lord said, no, I'm playing. No, I'm not playing. Just picture Sexy Mo and Shawnee praise dancing right now. Yeah, it would be disrespectful. It don't be skin tight. Stacy, stop playing. You gonna tell me what I saw I didn't see, Stacy? You gonna tell me what I saw in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I did not see. That's what you're going to tell me.
Life is good.
Y'all going to tell me what I saw I didn't see. You know, they are kids. You know, they are kids. No. They be some people that they will introduce that are back from college. And they'll be like, and the Lord said... She going to an HBCU. And the pastor be like, she going to an HBCU. Y'all, our praise dancers, we done known her since she was 12 years old. And the Lord said, stop playing with me.
Sorry, Mo, you had to pop in.
I've been there. I've seen it.
Hey, Jesus hands.
Patrice, it's not about winning, Patrice. It's not about winning. I'm performing right now. It's not about winning, Patrice. I understand we have a difference of opinion. So, Patrice, I don't want you to veer off and not watch the rest of the show. I'm just saying I was there, and I've been here in Texas with the mega churches, and I've just seen that. Now, we've both experienced different things, Patrice. We both experienced. But don't say you ain't never seen a chick do this in the praise dance. Don't ever say you ain't never.
Not the body roll in the
Patrice, I saw it.
She giving it up to you.
I saw it. Thank you, Patrice. Patrice, I saw it, and I don't want to name the churches that I saw it at here in Texas. I don't want to name because I'm not. I don't want. I don't want to put people out there. But I saw it, and then it's a quick. When they do the little thing like that, it'd be real quick, and then they go back to the and the Lord said, and it'd be like this. It'd be like this, right? And then it'd be real one, a quick like and then they go back to Tell me I'm not doing it. Tell me I'm not doing this. If you ever seen a praise dance, tell me you ain't never seen it. And they'll be like, and the Lord is coming, Lord is coming. And then they'll be like, and then they go right back into the, and they, dog, y'all seen it. Y'all know. What? Y'all know.
And the Lord said, what?
The manipulation is fierce.
I can't.
The manipulation is fierce. I know, Patrice. I know. But Patrice, say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
I go to a mega church in Philadelphia, and I've never seen a body roll in the praise dance.
You got to be kidding me. If I could get up right now, I will show you when they do this, right? And they do this, and then they turn around, and then the asses be out.
What?
They don't.
And
that's
they don't
pop it. They don't. I'm a flaming heterosexual.
Hey,
hold
you
up.
cannot look at asses at church.
Oh, hey.
I tried. That's why I was like,
the pastor be looking at churches. The pastor be having chicks get tapped on their shoulder and take them back to the office. Stop playing with me.
Oh goodness.
Don't let this truth speaker get it popping. They be tapping, the ushers be tapping chicks in the congregation, tapping them and having them sent back to the office. And they say, the pastor wants to speak to you. Stop playing with me. Tell me I'm lying.
Kathy said, Mike.
Location when you're in Texas and the amount of mega churches in that area, we can figure. Yeah, okay, Kathy. Let's get it popped. Like, it is what it is. They'll tap them. The pastor wants to speak to you. Oh, they'll be like, the pastor wants to meet you.
Yeah, our praise dancers, their dresses are flowy. They're not tight to the body. What's going on in Texas?
And that's where Mike's mind is at.
It's not. No.
Mike looking at everybody's butts as they walk by.
Some of
The
the
praise dancers, the pastor's wife, the deacon board. Look
The
at her
deaconess.
out. Mike checking everybody's butts out.
And everybody is checking everybody out in the church. That's why they're like, find your man or woman in the church. It is tons of people going in there. It's a singles bar without the alcohol. Stop playing with me, y'all. Y'all, listen. I don't give a. Let's be clear about this. Let's be clear about this. My higher power has nothing to do with your building with 3,000 people. My higher power has nothing to do with the Catholic Church. It has nothing to do with the Baptist Church. Has nothing to do with the Jewish Church. Has nothing to do with any of that. I know the trifling is. Let me tell you the most aggressive people I ever had to deal with. Women. Is when I was doing a show at a mega church, and we were in the church, and somebody said something to me, and I was like, and mind you, I'm a dirty bastard. I'm down for the get down, and said something to me while we were there, and I was like, wait, you can say that here? They're like, what you talking about? What do you mean? We rehearsing. We rehearsed. I was like, yeah, but we in the thing.
We in the sanctuary. We in the
sanctuary. I thought we was in the sanctuary. Like, Shawn, you tripping. You know, everybody does what they do. And I was like, oh. And the Lord said,
Stacy, Mike said, so now.
And the Lord said, you trifling
so
fakers.
She agreed that she checks out outfits, but Mike is not. Mike is checking out if I was single. Oh man, like that's what Mike is checking out. Man.
All day,
if I was single,
all day.
Ooh, that's
all
what
day,
doing.
All day.
Mike, no matter how fine a man is in church, you cannot look at the prints in the. You can't
Stop lying. The pastor is banging out chicks after the sermon. He's banging them out bent over.
Not the pulpit. Not the.
You're going to
he got him in the office.
Underwear, Mike.
No, my mom used to say, you going to hell with gasoline drawers on.
No, I'm not. Because you know what? When everybody goes up there, when this mythical thing that we all think we're going to this gate where God's going to be like, because that's not happening.
Here we go.
That mythology is
we stay away from
the man-made. Whatever, but I'm not getting into that.
Yeah,
but let's just say we go by this mythology that we're going to the pearly gates and there's going to be an actual line like it's a fucking nightclub. Like we're going to, and there's only 1 trillion people on this line. There's only going to be 1 trillion people on this line. So when God comes up, when I come up, God's going to be like, young man, you told the truth about them damn pastors, didn't you?
Mike.
You done did a lot in your life. I said, yes, God. You've done a lot in your life that is disgusting. And I'm going to go, yes, God.
You are not reenacting your conversation with God.
I'm going to reenact. and God is going to go. And God is going to go, you lied about a lot in your life. Yes, God. He's going to go, but you did not lie about what you said that day. And I said, no, God, you saw it.
And you know, he's gonna say, come right on in.
God's gonna be like, I'm gonna get you in, but on a temporary basis, because I think there's a chance that you might smash some bitches out in here. Listen. But I will tell you this: God literally, no, on everything on life, God is gonna go. You told the absolute word for word truth. You did not lie. I'm not lying. I'm not lying about this. Let me tell you, when a pastor becomes a celebrity, you are no longer working for God. You might have amazing, your words still affect me. Your inspiration still affects me.
Okay.
And you will help me go like, yo, I can do this. You're right. But I know as a celebrity, I know what you're involved in at that point.
Well, now, like this pastor Jamal Bryant, he really is a celebrity type pastor, and I think he's really amazing.
Jay, Mo, send me the thing so I can get your Instagram live.
So you think
can you or you can't?
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm good money.
We'll get in the club. Go ahead, Jay Black.
Hotel Wi-Fi. I'm good money.
Ashley, I think Ashley wants you to say, and the Lord said, so you trying to say because he's on a celebrity status now, a well-known pastor is no longer now hum about his word that he's preaching?
No. I accept. He will literally. No, it has nothing to do with the Potter House. Let's be clear. What I just said had nothing to do with the Potter House.
Good morning, Dave.
I've never been to the Potter House, so I just want to say that I've never been to the Potter House. What I'm saying is, once you become a celebrity, you involve yourself in a whole world that, in my belief, Jesus don't want to be a part of. Once you become a celebrity, you are now in a whole different world. This all started today because Mike was giving a sermon on IG this morning. Yes. That's all I'm saying. And once your needs and your ego kick in, is this Joel Osteen you're talking about? Yeah, F Joel Osteen too, because y'all didn't watch him smile in your face and all that good stuff. No, Jay Black, did Lady Q make your shirt? Yes, she did. Yes.
Oh,
so that's why we put the website.
I'm sorry. Let me.
She got some Black Queen ones too. I think it's a Black King and a Black Queen quote.
I got my Takeover Legend shirt on today.
Oh wait, she got your Takeover Legends. Okay, with the heart. Nice.
Got lipstick with the red heart. What?
Yeah, I can't. That's a great shirt. I just can't wear it with the heart on it.
Yeah, I got mine.
Where you can.
Where's your I want you to get in on the IG Live. But yeah, what I'm saying is it had nothing to do with the Potter House, nothing to do with that. But yes, Jay Black, when somebody becomes a celebrity, you feed into a different ego that has nothing to do with God.
All right, I'm outside the club.
Whenever you want to go to the Potter House, let me know. I'm a deacon over there. Oh, Mark, you're a deacon at the Potter House? I gotta get to the Potter House. You gotta go to StubHub. You gotta go to Ticketmaster. Like, I'm down. Like, you gotta scalp your tickets to get to the. I'm the Mark on real life.
Tickets to the Potter House.
Hold up. We just Patrice. How can you order a shirt? Put the website up.
The website.
Mark. I've never been to the Potter House. I would love to go to, but I don't want to go to the Potter House, and I got a substitute pastor in there. I don't want to go there when BD Jakes is there. I want to get like Mark.
He want to go on a day TD Jakes is there.
I want to be there when TD Jakes is there. I love and on everything. I watch and repost TD Jakes. I just want y'all to know that everybody's caught up in fame. Everybody's caught up in celebrity. Everybody. And when you become a celebrity, you all of a sudden, you like the attention. Let's not get it effed up. That's why I'm not a pastor. I would be a dope pastor. Like, honestly, I would kill the game being a pastor. But that would be the one thing where my conscience would be crazy because I'd be knocking chicks off too.
So Krista says she went once. They used big white trash cans for collection plates.
Oh wow!
Are they really
got ATMs? Like and I would like to go to the Potter House, Mark. If you can make that happen, I'm like, and Mark, we are really not trying to offend you, like in any way. I'm just speaking my mind.
Yeah, I'll fly to Texas, Deacon Mark. If
we not good because they're gonna tap you on the shoulder. They see you.
Wait. I am good in the sanctuary. Thank you very much. I have sanctuary etiquette.
Okay, play if you want.
I got good sanctuary etiquette.
I was play if you want. And the Lord said, "Bend on over."
Not and the Lord said.
I'll be playing. I believe in my higher power. Like on real life, we can go. No, Mark, on real life, I
would like to go.
Mind your business, Mo. You're not bringing them breasts up in. No, what you're not gonna do. What you're not gonna do is get me in trouble. What you're not gonna do.
The Lord gave them to me, and so they are acceptable in the sanctuary. Thank you very much.
No, they are absolutely not in the sanctuary. What? No, in the sanctuary they are. I'm talking about the pastor's office. Well, what you will not do is get that tap on the shoulder and be like, "Oh, Sister Mo, is this Sister Monique?"
Has a pastor ever flirted with you, Mo? Pastor?
What?
Oh. Okay.
No, not at my church. I go to a mega church in Philadelphia, and you can go online. I'll give you access. You can go online Wednesdays and Sundays. No, my pastor has never done anything out of line.
Yeah,
because Mike make it seem like it's normal.
I'm not even. You're not gonna get me kicked up. You're not gonna get me kicked.
Listen,
You're not gonna get me kicked.
listen. All of our Wi-Fi's, the whole network, everything gonna be shut down.
Michael,
You're not.
You couldn't even get the words out.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all, like, honestly, like, oh man, y'all don't have any idea how I was muted in certain situations when I was on the radio. Y'all be man, listen. Man, I'm just, and then the mega churches on the East Coast are totally different from a mega church in Texas.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I do. I respect it. I respect it.
Like, y'all ain't got 3,000. Y'all ain't got on the, like, when the first show I did when I came out to Texas, and I say this on stage when they bamboozled me, somebody said, "Oh, you on the radio? We'd love to have you do a comedy show at the church." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cute. We're going to do a little comedy show at the little church. We're going to do a little comedy show at the little church. That's so cute." And I should have known there was a problem when the day of the show, they said, "You got to come. You going to come in early because we're going to do a sound check." And I said, "A sound check?" And when I walked in there
It's production.
into the sanctuary, he said, "You want to see the sanctuary?" And I said, "Sure." And when they turned the lights on,
It's the stage.
I said, "You bitches pay me $500, and there's gonna be 3,000 people up in." They were like, "We sold out. We sold." I said, "I know God didn't co-sign this damn. I know God didn't co-sign this. I know God Himself is looking like that young little light-skinned Puerto Rican deserves more than $500 to perform in front of 3,000 people. That don't make no damn sense. Like it's a whole no. They have a food court in some of these. They have a food court."
She said a trash can for the collection plate. That's what I was stuck on.
When you don't pay your tithes, they send you a bill like it's a credit card, like it's American Express.
Well, yeah, and they do send you how much you've tithed throughout at the end of the year. At these churches.
Let me tell you how many times you got to kiss my ass and maybe kiss one of my balls.
Stop.
You are crazy as hell. Do you really? You want me to believe?
Stop.
You want me to believe that my money is going to who?
It's going to the pastor to help with the bills, to help pay the staff. Like, you supposed to pay your tithes. The tithes always say it wrong. Pay
They're Def Jam. These mega churches ain't nothing but Def Jam.
So
they number record labels.
You're thinking of J Black, the 10% tithe.
But ain't you supposed to do it, Mo? Ain't that what they say? You're supposed to do it. Mike's saying no.
It's not what they say. If you read your Bible, you gain just a little bit more understanding about why. I would say let's talk about people say.
Let's talk about the Bible. No, we're not.
We're not.
Because the Bible y'all reading wasn't even read. The Bible y'all reading wasn't even written by nobody who got nothing to do with y'all. Us.
I like the pineapples. I like moving on.
Cold word.
Pineapples.
Hey, what Tam said is Friday. It's Friday.
You are not body rolling in church.
Yeah, Patrice, we're moving on.
Yeah, Patrice, we love you, Patrice. We love. I'm going to the Potter's house, Mark. I want to go to the Potter's house. And trust me, you'll be like, say what you said. I'm like, no.
I'm like, no.
TD Jakes is right there.
And I'm like, no. They're like, what would you were saying about the ATMs? I'm like, well, I'll point, but I'm like, no.
Easy access.
Jesus sending bills to the apostles. Yo, run this money. Get your ass out of here with that nonsense. Y'all not going to get me to believe something spiritual can be made into a man-made thing and that you can manipulate me into acting as if it's American Express or Capital One or MasterCard that ain't got nothing to do with the spiritual uplifting of meditation and understanding your spiritual uplifting of somebody who is in your soul. You can't touch my soul by saying I got to pay this amount of money. Bitch, don't play with me. I still want to go to the Potter's house.
It was the praise dance for me in the body roll.
All day.
Friday, y'all.
Because the Lord said what?
Because the Lord said.
It was the body roll for me.
Hold on. But you gonna tell me, Mo, you ain't never see praise dance when they go like this?
Not at Enon Tabernacle. I've never seen any of them do body roll. I've never seen a body roll from a praise dancer, nor a tight dress.
When you turn something spiritual into a business, I still want to go to the Potter's house If you when you turn something spiritual into a business, you've crossed a different line. That's all I'm saying. And I will stop it at that.
All right.
All right. We go from the word, not the man in front talking. All I'm saying is that you still you get charged a fee the same way you get charged a fee going into a club. Me too, Sexy Mo. All right, that's what Tam said. All right, I know. Shout out to Pastor Wider.
Pastor Waller. That's
Waller?
the pastor
Okay.
of Enon Tabernacle. Yeah.
And I want to go there too. I want to go there too.
Well,
and
you won't see nobody rolling going on.
Yes.
Praise dancers.
I don't want to see nobody rolling. Like I don't even want
none of that.
Mike do want to see because he
no, I don't.
Booties.
No, I don't want anything. I don't want my bring back Camden Cribs.
What up, Kelly J?
How does he know about Camden Cribs? Triz _82.
From Jersey.
He must have listened.
Dog, I did a show back in the day called Camden Cribs when we went to crack houses. And I showed the inside of a crack house and where the crackheads buried their dogs when they died. Triz _82. Dog, you have that's a bad thing to say. Sir, you have no idea how ahead of my time I was. And a pastor is a black belt from Eon. Michael Shawn don't want it. See how touchy y'all be getting? Y'all be getting so touchy. He a black belt. So what?
Listen.
He got a Magnum Platinums too in the office.
Oh no. We not finna do that.
He got a black belt. Listen, people, I understand. I get it. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power.
Not the special hand rub. Hey,
when you start adding money to it and asking me for money, it's different. It's different. It's just different. And I'm not going to get into it, Shawn. We love you. And I still want to go to the Potter's house, Mark. And I hope Mark didn't log off. Mark, I still want to go to the Potter's house.
Yeah,
you offended somebody playing.
You done leaked out. And then he done told us, full transparency that he's a deacon. Is he a deacon there? He said?
I think he's a deacon. I've never been able, as long as I worked out here, never been able to go. Loving out Jay Black having his queen back this morning.
Yes, because the queen queen is something else on her shirt. Queen is something piece of the puzzle too. So yeah, just trying to support my wife. She's trying to get her business going. So I appreciate the support. Visit the website and
you can get the shirt that I'm wearing now.
Takeover Legends with a heart.
Yes.
Black Kings.
Go to that website. Go to that website right now, and you get these, and you can get your actual shirts personalized. And hopefully, anybody who goes to a church doesn't get offended. Well, you can get offended, but don't stop watching because I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like y'all got your version of it. I got my version of it. That's what I'm saying.
Michael Shawn, right? I was gonna say the church experience is different for everybody. So, and let's, be real. What you're saying, some of the things what you're saying does go on in certain churches. So
Shawn's still rocking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shawn. And Mark, let me know what Sunday you want to go. You have my, I guess I do have Mark's number. Hey, Mark, you got my number then too. Text me because I would like to go. What time is the earliest one? Because I can't miss football games. What time is the earliest one on Sunday?
Wow. So you worrying about the football over getting the word, Mike?
I get the word every night and every morning. I get the word. I talk to God directly. So yeah, it doesn't. So you got the wrong one. I get the word directly, and I know He done saved my life. I know He saved my life. Every morning, every morning, every night. He said you can't get offended, but don't. Oh, wait. He said y'all can get offended, but don't stop watching. Yeah, y'all can get offended. Don't stop watching. It's life. Y'all, the pastor ain't never offended you. The pastor ain't never said something you ain't agree with.
Just know Mike is watching.
I've heard a pastor curse before. Mm-hmm.
He's a human being, y'all. He's not a God. He's just a vessel. He's just a vessel.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
And Mike is checking everybody out and thinking if he was single, it would have been a problem. So he's checking your outfits out. He's like, man, that would have been a problem if I was single.
There is a lot of sundresses in church.
Oh, because I'm a flaming heterosexual. I'm a flaming heterosexual.
Check your tracking number, Mark.
And if you go wear something that is fitting to your body, I'm going to look. Because you didn't wear it, so I wouldn't look. Let's not get it all screwed up on a Friday. You wore it because somebody's gonna look, so I looked. I
We're
ain't
not gonna go back into that. So females wear certain outfits at church so people can look, Mike. That's what let's not. Let's not.
Days so the pastor can look down and go like, "Hey, Miss Johnson. Hey, Miss. Hey, how you doing, Sylvia?" Y'all, I don't have any. No, I don't have any boundaries talking about churches. It's just a building.
That first lady in the front.
The first lady's the one getting played the most of the time.
9 a.m. He said, Mike, y'all go 9 a.m. this Sunday, and then you can do a recap on Monday.
And then you can tell us all about it.
Look now, look.
TD Jake's gonna be there.
TD Jake's gonna be there.
Is he gonna be there? Is there a dress code? Because I know most of these churches you don't have to get dressed up, Mark. Do I have to get dressed up, or can I just wear some regular, like casual,
blazer
whatever?
On you had.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that blazer, that get up you had when you was a panelist, that was nice because you might take a picture with TD Jakes.
Right. I brought it back. That's my fault.
TD Jakes he ain't coming to see me. Pineapples.
Yeah,
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
TD Jakes ain't coming to see me.
All right, let's move on.
No, Mark. Let me know about the dress code. I'm down. Like, text Mark. You probably have my number. If I have your number, you should have my number. You should text me. Come
on as you are, Mike. Come as you are.
Dave, don't say that to me now. Then when I show up, they be like, "Who's this motherfucker?"
Who's this outfit?
He got ripped.
What
jeans
he got on?
He got ripped jeans on. Man.
We don't allow this in the Potter's house.
Did he get his tickets from some StubHub? Like, how did he get his tickets? There's no way. He's not supposed to be in the first 5 rows. He's not supposed to be in the first 5 rows.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Trust me, Dallas Cowboy. On Media Room 360. Trust me, the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
They sit in the first 5 rows.
Oh, I thought you were about to switch to
Triz on Instagram real fast. Real quick. I had a pastor to try to buy a Bentley from me, and he showed up with someone that wasn't his wife. But who are we to judge?
I'm not playing with y'all. If this is about God, why the Dallas Cowboy players gets the best seats? Are real close. I will hit you after the show. Thank you. You just
that Lizzo
don't
outfit.
do a Lizzo.
Oh yeah,
you that Lizzo outfit.
Don't wear a Lizzo outfit.
Lizzo do what she want to do. Go ahead, Lizzo.
She sure does.
Do what you want to do. Because every time you get upset, your answer is to show your ass. You don't like what I wore. You don't like what I wore to kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, you childish mother. How about God, how much money do you have to make before you get off of social media? How much money do you have to make because you want this love and this you are so infatuated with being in front of these cameras that you can't just be like, yo, I'm really blessed. And just chill. If you get on IG Live, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna say something crazy to you.
Yes, I have. I enjoy her too. I think I enjoy her more than TD Jakes. Tam.
Love Sarah. Love the whole thing, y'all. Love the whole thing. Shout out to TD Jakes. I just understand, here's what it is. Performance.
All right, here's the Lizzo outfit. I just Googled Lizzo.
She just
outfit.
gets boring. Like Lizzo just gets boring. It's just every time she gets desperate, just I'm gonna put my ass in front of the camera and I'm gonna smack it as if that's punishment. And like, okay, all right, Liz, I get it.
I mean, that looks like something from the Rihanna line from the Savage by Fenty.
But my thing, the propaganda is like you've dealt with this for years and you still get upset over it. And you still get Grammy nominations and American Music Award nominations. Why?
She's embracing her body, I guess. She's embracing her body.
I say embrace it, but stop wasting my 50-year-old time when I know this is all propaganda that you get mad at something that happens every day.
But if you think about the demographics her following, that age bracket, that's what they do.
Yeah, but she knows she's just using y'all. She wants y'all to say something crazy so she can do something like this. She's waiting for it.
The cat and mouse.
Yeah, if I don't like your outfit, I don't like your outfit. If I don't like what you look like, I don't like what everybody does have the right to their opinion to not like what you. It's not body shaming. They're just not attracted to you. But you know this. and you work and you work every minute of it, and then you jump up like a kid and show your ass and smack it, and we're like, again, this is what we're gonna do again.
Preston said
Don't
everyone has
body
an
shame.
opinion and an asshole.
Yeah, right. That's what you said that red just said
Yes,
that. Yeah.
that's one of my favorite lines.
Oh, but you know, it's like I know what somebody gonna say. And you gonna still, you keep going, and then you try and make us believe that you're really mad.
Mm.
And if you're really mad, you got a drug problem. If you're really on IG Live and somebody says something about how you look in an outfit and you're shocked, you got a problem then. It's your problem, Lizzo. It's your problem. You can't have millions of fans. So what you want us to think is that you got millions of fans and you go on live and you believe that out of millions of fans, everybody's gonna say nice shit to you.
It doesn't happen that way. Not in the entertainment industry. We know that.
So when you had this outfit on, you realized what was going to happen. Your people who gave you the outfit realized what was going to happen. They knew people were going to be like, go ahead, girl, represent your body. Go ahead, girl, live your life. Go ahead. And they also knew there were going to be people like, who is this heavy bitch wearing this? And you knew the negativity was going to come. You knew it. And you look gorgeous. I'm not mad at you.
She looks beautiful.
Is it inappropriate that your nipples are out? Yeah, but I'm inappropriate, so I'm down. I'm down for the get down. I'm down.
You know how I feel about that inappropriate nipples thing, because Michael Shawn, nobody body shames men when they have their nipples out. Their nipples.
All right, well, when kids is watching, then go ahead.
But I mean, I think that, you know, that goes into a whole nother thing of the responsibility of the entertainment industry and content and so forth. And my son don't even know who Rizzo is.
And when I take my kid to a Laker game and you wear a thong, when you wear a thong and you bend over and my kid is sitting there, like, what are we doing here? This is why I don't feel bad for you, because you be crossing lines and forcing stuff on people at places that have nothing to do with what you do. So when somebody comes at your neck, I'm not like,
so you say she can wear what she wants. If she want to be exposed with her nipples showing or whatever, her full body, it's okay. But just understand that you may get some backlash.
You can wear what you want and I can say what I want.
Right, okay. Right. You have to be able to have tough skin to receive what's going to come behind that.
I get you.
What's going on with my TV? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Tam said refresh your monitor because it's not.
It's not a monitor, goddammit. What are you talking about?
It's Fridays.
Something's going on with. I guess something's going on with Media Room because I keep going to it. Like, that's the weirdest thing, and it pops up.
I'm on Media Room here. I see it. Looks fine.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, if something was wrong with my situation, we wouldn't be on right now because my internet would be.
Lizzo, love Lizzo, but this made me go soft.
That's weird. Aaliyah's playing on my thing, and everything's playing except us.
Yeah, you got refresh like Tam said.
Dang it. If you say it one more time, Jay, dog.
Stating the obvious. That's a pet peeve when people state the obvious.
When you say, that's why your daughters made me want to come over to see your ass. You are irritating, God.
Like your microphone just irritated because it's hollow.
Dog, I cannot refresh my TV.
Your TV is good. Now we just got to fix the mic.
I will get to the mic. You not my. Oh, you actually in a gay relationship, dog. Stop telling me what to do, dog.
Is there something wrong with being gay, Mike? You trying to say
ain't nothing wrong. I just want to make it official. We not in a gay relationship. Ain't nothing wrong with it. None. She can wear what she wants. She can wear what she wants, but also gotta be ready for what people say. And Lizzo just plays on y'all for years upon years. Just plays on it. Like, she knows what's gonna happen. She knows. She already knows. And then everybody goes. She wants everybody to get offended and be like, oh, we're going to champion, we're going to cape out for Lizzo. Well, whatever. Why am I talking about Lizzo? Even though she did look nice in there. I think I would have probably smashed out.
Yeah, after going. You definitely would have smashed
out. But but if things got sweaty.
Good morning, Jeanette.
What?
I said if things got sweaty, it gets uncomfortable. It's a lot of belly. I'm not saying she doesn't look pretty, but stop playing.
No, y'all don't sweat under the balls, no matter what
Well, you do
size
have
you
to.
are.
The bigger you are, you do have to wash differently, though. I mean,
No,
I watch.
I'm not even talking about why. I'm just saying, like she looks pretty there, but it wasn't like, oh,
You
whatever.
can be curvy and not smell.
Correct.
I
That's
didn't
why I
say.
told Mike tread lightly.
I said sweaty, as in getting sweaty during sex. When do y'all get to hygiene? I'm saying sweaty as things get sweaty because we're rubbing and grinding on
And
each
if you're
other.
rubbing and grinding on each other, you're not worried about the sweat, Michael Shawn.
Just worry about the nipples, Mike. Just worry about the nipples. Nipplegate.
It had nothing to do with hygiene, y'all.
Focus.
It had nothing to do with hygiene. It had nothing to do with hygiene. It had to do with getting things get sweaty and then all of a sudden, yeah, whatever. Okay, all right. I know. It's 2021. You can't say the stuff that everybody else was thinking. If she called at 3 a.m. and did a tiger call, maybe. Nah, I don't know 3 a.m. I don't know. I think she smelled amazing. She looked amazing, and her hair was all flowy.
Mhm.
But then,
Boom,
at a certain point.
boom.
Still, I would like a tight stomach. All right, there's a speaking of sex, there's a Florida woman. Damn, we done an hour and 13 minutes so far. There's a Florida woman, and she was tutoring and got pregnant by a 15-year-old, and she had been tutoring the young man in Florida. She's 8 months pregnant right now, and they think that the baby is his.
A Florida. Oh man.
A Florida woman,
Mhm.
and she was tutoring this young man, so she was getting her rocks off before he was even 15. And now they got her, they got her locked up, and
As they should.
How old was he?
he was 15, and he was even before that. He was younger than that because she's 8 months pregnant, so which means he was probably 14 when he was tutoring her. Trust, when you sex in a fat girl, sweat is the last thing you're thinking about. Don't get me going. Laugh out. Look, I'm when I'm knocking off, when I was knocking off a skinny chick, sweat still. Yeah, I didn't like any sweat dripping in my mouth when she. Yeah, I was like, sweat is sweat. I just want to make sure that we're good and that
Florida teacher accused of having sex with student is pregnant. Police says.
Yes, and she's pregnant. And my thing is, like, now they're arresting people. They got the one girl who had sex with an underage kid in high school years back. She went to jail, and she was pregnant. When she came out of jail, she went right back to the dude.
Yes, I did see that. Mhm.
When I tell you this and women catch it a lot worse than men. But when it comes to this underage thing, man, listen. That's why these teachers think they can get away with it, because they've been getting away with it forever and ever.
She was 41 years old. How old was it?
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a whole lot. But the problem with us is that when it happens to a boy, when it happens to a young boy, everybody assumes
he enjoyed it.
they liked it. But say that same thing in reverse.
It's damaging both ways, Michael Shawn. It disgusts me either way it goes.
And my thing is, like, if it happens in reverse, we would really be disgusted, because we'd be like, what? But people will say, well, he enjoyed it. Yeah, he probably did bust. Obviously he did. She's pregnant.
But that's when my wife educated me that even rape victims, have orgasms because your body can't stop what your body can't stop. So it ain't about enjoying it.
I'll give you one better. You knocked me off at 14. I did like it. But now it's changed my whole mentality on everything. Now you don't let the beast out of a 14-year-old. So now he's around other 14-year-olds where he's really just like going hard body because a 40-year-old done put it on him. And now he is turned into a predator because now he doesn't know the ramifications of sex. He just knows the feeling of sex.
Right, just the feeling of sex.
That's all he knows. Yeah, that's exactly her.
That's her, 41 years old.
So just think about it. She probably performed all types of oral sex on him, all types of everything. And now sexually, he's on 1,000.
Right, because at that age, you're not supposed to be exposed to that much sexual content. Developmental wise, he's going to have to go through. He's going to have to go through a lot of therapy.
And now, once the genie's out the bottle, y'all, Once the genie's out the bottle, you done had stuff like that, and you done been a part of stuff like that. It's in the back of your mind because it felt good.
Right.
Now you want everybody else in your age range to catch up. Catch up, girl. What are you talking about? This is what we do.
And so when he goes to experiment with somebody, one of his peers,
yes,
it's going to be on that level.
Yes. That's the whole craziness. Yeah, he's gonna want you to do what that 41-year-old woman do, and now you're 15 or 16. You like, I ain't even where are you at with this?
Right.
Spit on this. Hate to be vulgar, but when you dealt with a 41-year-old, but I don't even know what to say. Because one person told me one time that they should be an age limit on teachers in schools. They should be over like 25 or something like that. And I kind of got it, because if you're a 21-year-old teacher and you're teaching somebody in high school who's 17, like the difference really isn't.
It shouldn't be, because there should be some level of morality about yourself. It shouldn't be.
Just don't Google her. Don't Google her name and then click on stuff. That was a mistake. All right.
Wow, I was like, rich people are too sensitive to have money. How we get to that, Red? Or was that a late comment?
Rich people too sensitive.
Rich people are too sensitive to have money. I don't know.
Our comment team, they sometimes they have conversations amongst themselves.
Rich people too sensitive. All right, let's take a quick Black and Mild break, and then we'll come back and we'll rock out the boys looking at the mom's friends differently after that. No, and listen, man, young boys, their hormones, when they start popping off, you're looking at everything.
Right.
You're looking at everything. But the first time a girl turned me out, it changed everything on my visuals. Everything changed. That's why I said until like 9 or 10 years old, I was a kid playing, reading comic books, the whole nine. And the first time I got that touch of everything, it turned into a whole nother world.
But your hypersexuality does stem. That has a lot to do with it. When you are exposed to that much sexual content at that young age.
Dave Burns says, as a father of a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old boy and girl, this is so sickening and disturbing at so many levels. Yeah, it is. It is. We don't know her name. We can get her name. _215. What's good? Is that Big Dolphin? Is that Dolphin?
Yes.
On Instagram? What up, Dolphin?
What's up, Dolph?
Yeah, she I saw that yesterday, and it might have been on before that, and I was like, God damn. We touching off 50, but it's not unusual. This is not an unusual situation. This happens a lot.
It's not unusual for you to see it in the media for a man with a young girl, but for a woman, not to say it doesn't happen, but it's unusual that it comes to the limelight and that we just, that it comes to the forefront.
But I started Googling all the different women that have gotten caught like that. Like I researched the one woman, which I had seen it a bunch of times. When she came out of jail, she went right back to the little Mexican boy.
Yeah.
They're still together now.
And they're still together, a family, whole family.
Dave says, say if she got pregnant, would he have to pay child support?
She pregnant now. He ain't got to pay child support. She gonna be in jail.
I mean, she is pregnant, but she had a baby. Technically, she could take him to court for child support.
No, she can't. She gonna go to jail. She broke the law. He can't pay nothing till 18. Maybe after 18, maybe she can get him for it.
And see that's tricky too, Michael Shawn, because then he actually falls in line with the victim, like the whole victim program. So.
All right, let's take a quick break. Why? We wouldn't even know if she hadn't gotten pregnant. Well, somebody did spill. There's a long story on how she got caught. Because when she got caught, they didn't know why. They didn't know who's the father of the child. They didn't even know if that. But they were like, oh, this B word is pregnant too. Oh, damn. But the principal didn't seem outraged. The principal was just like, this is uncalled for. This is something. He didn't seem like he was pissed about the whole situation. All right, take a break. We'll come back.
We'll be back. Leah Frazier be with it too. She'll be back.
Leah Frazier will be in the building. All right,
another set of ovaries.
Yeah. Lord.
Instead of Mike saying, we're going to play a clip of Major saying. Let's play Major saying.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. As a singer, give me your top 5 songs of all time and give me a little bit of them.
I'll start. one of my favorite songs happens to be, it's a classic by Louis Armstrong. It says, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, they're pretty in the sky, and they're also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But they're really saying that I love you. I see babies crying, and I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I love that one. I love that one.
Nice.
I know David Burns just appreciated that.
Yeah, nice.
Hey,
nice,
Major.
nice.
Hey, Major.
Yeah.
Jay Black's gonna kill me for this.
Yeah.
Your voice makes me want to cry.
You're welcome. It's okay.
Like, literally,
What did I tell you?
you-
This is still manly. Be
No,
bold.
the way-
I manly cry.
And
Hold
then
on, I'm about to do
do
some
something
push-ups.
about it.
I'm gonna do some push-ups. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, you gotta give me
Let it out,
you
my
gotta say it like this. You gotta say it like this. Yo, your voice.
Your voice tears me up. God damn it! Your voice tears me up. All right, give me another one. That was five. That was five. That's a beautiful one. Give me.
You know, okay. So let's think current. Do it cry about it, let it show. Do it cry, let it show. And that's me because I literally don't know all the words. This woman's word. This woman's word. I just know that part, and that's all that I need. I can do that, and you ain't gonna act like that and hit you. You're not gonna act like that and hit you because you got it real happy. Look at Jay Marie saying, oh she
Exactly. Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. Okay, I have some advice for you real quick, and it's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound
What's up?
all the athletes that I talked to when they 20 signing big contracts.
Don't listen to this. Don't listen.
No, I'm telling you. Listen to me.
Don't,
listen to me.
no,
Get a vasectomy. Get a vasectomy now.
Listen.
Don't listen to him.
Women,
Do not
shut up.
listen
Y'all don't
to
have
him.
penises. Y'all don't have penises.
Don't.
God, you're doing a great job.
Listen to me, homie.
Thank you so much.
Listen to me. You
Good
see these
word.
like Brett, what's her name? Bundles. What's that girl on IG?
We're not
Bundles.
gonna do that. No. Don't even
Stay
say
away. No. Stay away. I want you to stay away.
it. Absolutely. We're
Yes.
not even gonna get into that. We're
Yes,
not even.
yes.
We ain't even gonna get that energy right now.
Focus
We ain't
on his
even.
focus.
Nah. We ain't
Don't
even,
let none of these women get you. You are in the prime of your life right now, dog. I'm telling you, you can reverse the vasectomy later on, but right now we don't need no kids or nothing like that.
Don't
Yeah,
do
We don't
that.
need Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
It's Friday, y'all. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Jay Black.
Friday.
Leah Frazier about to get on here. Shout out to David Burns. That made my day when Major sung that. I'll see trees and bees, honey and seas.
If I get married, he's gonna be singing at my damn wedding.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Let me in. Let me in the club.
I see asses popping.
We not doing that. It's Friday.
In the church.
We are not.
We in the church. We not in the church. What are you talking about?
We are not in the church talking about asses popping. We are not.
I see nipples all out.
No.
Lizzo.
Bottom lip sticking low.
No, we're not doing that.
Thinking to myself. Let me tell y'all something. I got a pet peeve on a Friday.
Oh, I got
Jay Black,
one.
you want to get on this for this pet peeve? Because I got a pet peeve, and I don't know. Jay Black might not agree with this pet peeve. I got a pet peeve. I have a pet peeve today on a Friday morning, and I don't like the one thing that I don't like that I was told when I was young is you can't make a hoe into a housewife, and that shout to my man Business Bully on there.
Dave.
Hey.
I don't like And that comment was said to me when I was young, and I believed that you couldn't make a hoe into a housewife.
Okay.
And I was like, at this age, I realized how dumb that is. And I realized how much I have in common with a hoe.
Okay, let me process that. Let's
process it. Everybody, bro, I realize how much I have in common. I relate to hoes. And now both of y'all are thinking, everybody is thinking right now that I mean about sex. And it's not. What I mean about hoes, this is why I relate to hoes. Because you will have yourself, this is my pet peeve.
Mm-hmm.
You will do something and it will be highlighted, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be highlighted on what you did. And people will point at you and be like, I can't believe you did that. But everybody pointing at you did the same shit.
I can't believe your body count is like 75.
But no matter what it is, I got drunk. I drank too much. I wilded out. But y'all were drinking with me.
Mm.
That's how I relate to hoes. I go like, it has nothing to do with sex. It has to do with how we point at hoes for doing stuff that we doing.
For doing hoish stuff.
And we doing the same thing. I relate. So when you say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, you're saying anything a person does, you can't turn into a husband, you can't turn into a housewife, you can't like, this is where I was like, I relate to hoes. I'm like, I get it. I get on how y'all get pinpointed on certain things because y'all had sex, and we're talking about females now because guys are hoes too, but we're not gonna ever get
You're not
that
penalized.
We're not gonna get penalized for it. Mm-mm. But you just hoes. Let me tell you what hoes are when it comes to sex, because what I was talking about was how you get profiled on some stuff that everybody else is doing. Everybody else is doing. If I'm smoking crack and there are other people who happen to smoke crack too, they're like, I can't believe you're a crackhead. You haven't gotten to my level of crackticity yet.
Crackticity? Wait.
That's what it is. You ain't on the streets. You ain't doing what I'm doing yet.
I challenge that Scrabble word.
This is his pet peeve. These are the things he's saying.
These are my pet peeves. This is why I relate to hoes, because it's not about what you do sexually. It's about people pointing stuff out that they're doing. You cowards do the same thing, but you're scared to say what you do.
Or you want to do it.
You want to do it.
Scared to do it.
And you're scared to do it. So the other whole portion with that whole thing, with the whole situation is, let me tell you what happens to majority. A lot of hoes when it comes to sex. They just had sex with the wrong dudes. They had sex with the wrong dudes, and the wrong dudes ran off and ran their mouth.
That's why I'm selective about giving out my coochie points, because you can't take them back. You can't take them back. You can't revoke them. Like once the coochie points are out there, it's like one of those games. Like how you just see the meter go down. Yeah.
If guys didn't run around running their mouths, they would be like 45% less hoes out here. If guys didn't run around and run their mouth, there would be 45% less women labeled as hoes.
Dry snitching, dry letting it out, just bragging.
Dude, if you just literally, all it takes, you can have a body count of 5, and you could be 27 years old and have a body count of 5. But if you got 2 of those 5 that run their mouths, you are now a hoe because of the stories that they run and go tell everybody else. And the explicit stories on what you did, and all that other stuff. And she did this, she did that. But my thing is, like, when I hear the stories, I go like, yeah, but that's what my girl just did to me. This is why I relate to hoes.
Hoes. Wow.
It has nothing to do with body count. It has nothing to do with them smashing out a lot.
No.
Pet peeve.
It's my pet peeve.
It has nothing to do with like the high probability of letting them put it in the butt, nothing like that. It's just
no. Even if you did, even if you initiated it and said, "Yo, put it in the butt." Okay. If you did that with one person who never said anything, nobody would judge you. But if you did it with one person, if you did it with one person that ran out and was like, yo, we was in. Now, mind you, the fact that he put it in the butt, he's not judged. But the fact that she asked.
In this house.
No, and
it's because you asked that you're a hoe. But if it's a accident, wrong hoe, you're not a hoe.
No, it's a
the logic of it all.
You can't tell. Let's be clear. Let's do the old reliable. Kim Kardashian, people have said was a hoe, which is ridiculous. And then afterwards, do you know how long that woman stood by Kanye West and rode out with this dude through all his craziness? I'm talking about mental breakdowns. I'm talking about crazy. She rode out like a soldier.
So you think her wholeness prepared her for the longevity of Kanye's relationship?
No, I don't even think she was a hoe to begin with. That's my whole perception. That thing.
We put a hoe label on everything. Everybody.
On everything.
Oh, you did that, you a hoe. Oh, you did that. Oh, you a hoe too. So I think that term that's a loosely used term.
That's why I think we need to end this. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But yet, if a man does 15 years in jail and he comes out of jail, you can turn him to a respectable man who raises his family and is a good husband. Like, come on, y'all. Like, really?
Because that's a good man.
You
don't be throwing away these good men. That's a
don't
good
be throwing away these good men.
Exactly. Good God fearing man.
What we doing here? What we doing? That is just a pet peeve of mine. Like, can we please drop that narrative that is so ignorant? You can't tell. First of all, it's all subjective on what you think a hoe is, and that's a whole nother thing on what you think. Whatever it is.
Don't ask Jay Black.
And my pet peeve was simple. Mine was I don't like when people use defiantly when they spelling versus definitely. That's just a pet peeve for me. You know how people use the wrong words when they writing. Instead of writing definitely, they're spelled defiantly. And that's just a pet peeve for me. And
defiantly is a good word. That y'all wasting a good word. Defiance or defiantly is a good word. But you said they wanted to really write what?
You know, like if you write the sentence out and you're writing definitely because defiantly is a word, it comes up in the spell check and you like, no, that's not definitely. But I know you meant definitely, but yeah.
Definitely.
That's
I'm defiantly gonna be there tonight.
Yes.
I'm defiantly I'm gonna make it.
And he definitely ain't gonna be a hoe when he gets there.
Exactly. Good work. Good work, Mo. Good work. Good work. Good work. On a bit that we did not plan. Good work on going with that damn bit. I have never heard somebody say instead of definitely defiantly, but that's good. Hey, God bless.
The spell check, yes.
Autocorrect.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
This girl on Instagram, and I forget what her name, Clea Trapper. Clea Trapper. She's from New York. Yo, she's hilarious with breaking down there and there. Look, I kill there and there. Like there and there, like now I know. I get it. I kill. Now, I've never said specifically instead of specifically, but you catch me on the wrong day, I might have mispronounced it. But there, and then T.O. or T.O.O. Now, that one I had to look up.
What?
I had to look up T.O.
You had to look up 2 and then 2?
And T.O.O. I had to get it right.
Then and then. I need y'all to get that together.
Now, that's a tough one, too.
No,
then
it's
and
not.
Yes, it is. So explain the rules, then, if you smarty pants.
She got degrees.
Explain the rules.
I'm not going to do this today.
Because then there are rules for then and then.
Right. Then that means something else is coming after it or something else happened after it. Then that means that you prefer some shit over some other shit. Like that's what that means. Excuse me, Jay Black.
No, but the problem is the English language is stupid dummy. The English language is stupid dummy. It really is stupid dummy. It's the only language where a word can sound exactly the same, but you just spell it different and you got different rules.
People say I hear you, and then they spell it H-E-R-E. I hear you. H-E-A-R.
Oh, I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yes.
Well, once again, this is why the English language is stupid dummy. Why is here and here? You know how lazy the people who created the English language really are here and here. I hear or I'm here. Why were y'all so lazy? Why did y'all make two different words to mean two different things?
Look at Tam. Where or where?
Sense and sense. Common sense. Since you've been gone.
Sense or sense. Yes. And then where or where?
Actually, it's wear, W-E-A-R too, because I wore that outfit. Well, that's worn. But where, like you're wearing versus
where?
Where and where?
Right? Yeah,
where or where? I'm saying the language is a stupid dumb. That's why the English language is the hardest language to learn. Like people look at Chinese, right? And people go like, Chinese has to be amazing because it's not letters. It's actually like little pictures is every letter. The hardest language to learn is the intricate language of English because we got stupid shit. No or no. Who was the lazy bastard who said, you know what? No. But if I want to know something, I want the same word to be. That is lazy. Can you imagine if you're not if you come here and learn the language and you're sitting there going like, well, why is it the same word mean two different things? Don't worry about it. We were just stupid dummy. It was white people. It was white people. White people made this. It was that European thing that brought up that Queen's English, and then we messed up the Queen's English and whatever. But it's son or son. Explain to me why. How, dog? If you come to this country, son or son. And then if you go to New York, it's son, son, or son.
Or son.
Now you got three sons.
I got three sons.
And you mean the first son as in somebody's son,
right?
But you're using it in a way that I'm not your son. Right. Can you imagine being here and going like, but I'm not your son? No, son, you don't understand, son. You don't get it. You don't get it.
And come on, son, stop sunning me. Like, that's a whole nother language.
Yeah. Some of y'all in Texas don't even know what we're talking about right now. Come on, son. It's talking to the person. Stop sunning me. Which is stop treating me like your son. But bitch, you just called me son. Like
some pet peeves. Just some pet peeves.
These are pet peeves. Friday pet English peeves. Language. This is why when you close caption and you not close caption, but caption stuff on your Instagram, it's so difficult. I gotta be really careful with there. I do. I have to be careful with it. Now, T.O. or T.O.O. is still tricky to me, y'all.
No.
Yes.
So think about inclusive.
Yes.
The stretched out two. So two O's, O. Just think of it being like an extension.
You too can be here, correct?
Is that O?
O, not T.O.
Yeah,
but if I'm going somewhere, so think of an action. If I'm going somewhere, are you going to like a place?
So you're going to. But if I would like you to
accompany me, if you're going to accompany me, that means that you're going to with two O's.
Oh my God! Do you see how they should have just made two different words, dog? They should have made two different words, like I gotta watch. So what I do, and sometimes you gotta be lazy. I put the number 2. No matter what I say, I put the number 2. So you don't know what I meant. You don't know if I meant T.O. or T.O.O. It's just the number 2, bitch. The number 2. I'm not. You're not gonna get me because y'all can't wait. They got an app now. They got this app that can actually correct everything, and I still don't understand how they can correct everything because especially if you like a Bonics master, I want to know if that app can really.
I think it picks up on the algorithm of like how you speak, like your how you type your text messages, and once it gets a sense of how you communicate, it automatically corrects it.
Yeah, Patrice, we had love card reading with Leah yesterday. Now we got class with Michael Shawn.
And I'm saying it when I do my class, peace or peace. Thank you, Tam. Thank you, Tam. Like I know where to use this, but do you understand peace or peace?
Are you going to be his piece, or are you just going to be a piece of ass?
But this is my thing, and you're right. But peace is such an amazing word when it's PEACE. Peace.
Peace of mind or piece of pie?
Peace be with you.
So that's
yes.
yes.
But then the word peace is I just want a piece of cheesecake. Do you understand? Do you understand the levels of peace is on this high level of serenity. Peace is on this level of meditation. But I want a piece of cheesecake. Grammar and spelling with Michael. And let me tell you something, Billy, spelling for me is over. I'm done. Like I'll tell you right now, spelling for me, I can communicate my thoughts and opinions and jokes and everything. Spelling has tore me up ever since spell check. Ever since
I think for everybody.
God, I can't spell.
Let's bring in our attorney. Let's bring in our resident attorney. And
thank you for the hand gestures. Puerto Ricans are very close to Italians.
Yeah,
you have to. You have
your
to.
hands. Or if you from up top, everybody speak with their hands.
Yes, you gotta clap. You gotta be like, yo, this.
I don't understand why my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich ain't right. I don't understand. Like, what's going on?
And if you don't want a problem, you go like this. That means, like if you say something but you don't mean to offend somebody, and you do this, like, listen, I just want to say this. That means you're slowing down. And I know Leah she's like a linguist. I know Leah. I already know
it too. We talking about pet peeves, Leah, and people use the words and they misspell here and here, there and there.
Hold on, but look at there. Look at this ridiculousness. The number 2, then 2, and then 2. Do you know how lazy the English language was? They were so goddamn lazy when they made this that they made a number that had 2 words to say the number, and it's 3 words. It's the number 2. It's T.O. It's T.O.O. and it's T.W.O. What the hell what are we doing here?
You have to know the writing rules of when to use TWO or when to just use the numerical.
This is why the white people. Why were y'all so difficult?
Somebody had too much time on their hands.
Jesus.
Oh, that the professor coming in? Oh, we got a professor about the game.
Oh, Jesus, we got a professor there. Yeah, we got a professor coming in.
It's Friday.
We ain't even got no room. We got room for another square.
We do.
Yes.
But
we can do multiple. We can do that. Multiple.
Is he behind the big wheel?
I think he's still driving Miss Daisy, though. I think he's still driving Miss Daisy.
There he is driving.
Jesus, what are you not in the car? Are you an Uber driver?
I gotta drop the kids off in the morning sometime.
Oh, are they in the car?
No. Luckily, right?
Okay. What are you doing? Do you understand my pain, Dr. Smith? Do you understand my pain with these words?
I just jumped in. All I heard was we got a professor. I actually missed it this time.
Oh my God. We're talking about the English language, right? And how I understand that everybody clowns everybody for using the wrong words with the wrong tenses, but it's like the number 2, then it's T.O., then it's T.O.O., then it's T.W.O., and then it's like there, and then it's like T.H.E.R.E., then it's T.H.E.I.R., and I'm sitting there going like this.
T.H.E.Y''R.
Thank you, Leah. I didn't want to add.
They are.
And then there's son. You are my son, and I don't want to look directly into the sun. The English language is the most difficult language because whoever created, the white people that created this were so goddamn lazy. Like, why are we using words like no and no?
They said mine.
Well, Dr. Smith, you're the professor.
I said no. Did you know I said no to that?
I don't get it. I'm frustrated because this is why. And Leah's a stickler. She's really like, and then actually said, I hate people on the internet that feel the need to be English teachers. Yes, it's the internet. It's the internet. It's just a comment, not an essay. It's not, dog, you listen to me. We are on the most basic form of communication ever. This is the dumbest form ever, okay? This is not writing books. We're doing captions on Instagram. Instagram has made you unable to read a book because you just get it in 60-second increments. Instagram and Twitter have made you dumb as hell. And now you want to act smart that you're on it?
I blame Twitter because, to fit your thoughts in a 150 character or less little thing, it's hard. It's real hard. So all of the abbreviations and the changes people have gotten out of the rhythm of actually spelling and spelling correctly.
Go ahead, Leah. Go ahead, Doc. Who wants to go first? Dr. Smith or Leah? Because they both can't wait to go in on it.
No. I was gonna make one comment that I think you're onto something, because so many people have been talking about cancel culture, but I think we need to spend more time talking about comment culture. Everybody got a dang opinion, and we need to go back to the days where you don't need to say everything you think, and everybody's not qualified just because they're capable. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I agree with that. Leah, your turn.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Jay. What were you gonna say?
No, I saw this comment and it threw me off. I didn't know that our good Dr. Smith was on CNN.
You were on CNN?
I didn't know. Maybe.
I want to get to that point in my life when I could be on CNN and be like, I don't know how to
I
was I?
was on there for what? You gotta ask first. Yeah, I might need to say that wasn't me. They said 20 years ago, oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I'm sorry, Leah.
This dude was on CNN and he was in the car. Oh, go ahead, Leah. Go ahead.
Behind the big wheel.
Behind the big wheel.
Thoughts from behind the wheel.
Looking like he was driving off of Sesame Street. That's an old reference. Go ahead, Leah. Go ahead. What is your beef? Go ahead.
I don't have beef. I do judge. I can't stand misspelled words. I can't, because that's what I do every day. It bothers me. What are you saying? I know what you're saying, but I'm just gonna be an asshole because you're not using the right word.
So it's her. It's Leah the one that's correcting everybody.
It's Leah thinks she's better than everybody. Leah thinks she's better than everybody.
No, I don't think I'm better than everybody. It just annoys me. It's annoying.
Yeah.
And then I get the kids or the interns that they try to come and work for my company talking like they talk on the internet. I'm like, what are they teaching you in school? It's really bad.
Oh, the you
it
are.
is really bad.
You don't like the shortening up the words that you are for your. Oh yeah, her face. Yeah.
If it's a text, that's fine.
Right.
But they are not translating that as this is personal. Like this is how you talk to your friend. Like they literally try to bring that into a business and think that that's professional as well. Like there's no line drawn in the sand. I'm like, where are we teaching the kids?
No,
I
I
missed
get
that
it.
prior comment, Jay, whatever that was.
There was C something.
this one?
It was CCC. I don't like. Do you know how lazy you have to do to create a language that I see and I swim in the sea and then the letter C? Like you were really trying to make it impossible for somebody to learn the language that wasn't born in the country. Like really. If I were to see Leah, I would say anything around,
I wouldn't say
or to her. I wouldn't say
No,
anything around or to her.
It's not saying. It's the written word.
Defiant and definitely. That one's the one that get me. Definitely, and they got defiantly. Like, people don't even realize they spelled defiantly. But
J Black,
yes,
you're definitely defiant every day.
Yes, you're definitely defiant. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna think this is crazy. I was in college prep English my whole life, and when I dropped out, I said I'm done. We read Macbeth.
That made you drop out.
And I said, "What is this?" Oh, and I was like, "Yeah, but I bounced." I was like, "Dog, I got it," and I got. Macbeth has so many extra words to describe a situation. It is so amazing how they will use 80 other words to get you to the point. They will describe the words that the person is actually saying while the person is actually saying it. And I get it. It's literature that it's amazing. It's tragic and everything like that. But that's when I was like, I'm good because this has nothing to do with my culture. I have
Shawn.
Yes.
Michael Shawn, can you quell what's going on in the background of your establishment?
Exactly. And then it would be add 8 more words to describe quail. Add 8 more words about my establishment that actually then describe my feelings about my establishment. And now you have 7 paragraphs that they will have that what you just said.
Instead of, can you stop that shit that's going on in your house?
Yes. That was it. That was like, and probably that was, I probably should have had somebody tell me, like one of my parents should have been like, you shouldn't, because I had an A in it, but I was so frustrated that it was taking me so long to actually comprehend everything and be like, oh, I get it now. Everybody elaborates on everything. Like the writer is just like, it just keeps going.
It's an art form. It was art form. That's all they had back then.
The language of the times.
Yeah, it was the language of the time. It was supposed to be art and beautiful. What do you think Shakespeare would say if he came back today?
I don't know what Shakespeare would say. All I know,
say anything. He would tweet it.
All I know is that
he'd be like, "This shit right here, I'm out."
All I know is that the agendas, even back then, this is where I got in big trouble. Okay, maybe this is why I got out of my college prep English class. Okay. The lady had a little arm, number one, right? The lady had a little arm. She had a John McCain. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not making this up. No. I'm giving you an actual story. She had the John McCain arm, right? Her name was Miss Herenio. I was in an all-white high school, and I walked into the class, and I said, first of all, I saw a little arm, and I was a little nervous. I had never seen somebody with a little arm.
I am not.
At the time, I'm 16 years old. So I'm like, okay. So I'm in there and whatever, and they start discussing how they actually did the plays, actually how plays were acted out. Mm-hmm. And I was like, cool. And she says, there were no females allowed to act out in these plays. So now in my mind, I'm going, there are love scenes in these plays. So I said, did they act out the love scenes, right? And she goes, yes, right? And I just go, so don't nobody see nothing wrong with that? That's what I said in the class. And my last name starts with A.D. That means I'm in the front seat of the class. And I look back, I go, so don't nobody see nothing wrong with that. This is 1986, where you could say something like that. And I was like, so you tell me they did love scenes on stage in front of all these people, and the men performed the love scenes with each other. And she goes, you were so immature, and kicked me out the class.
Between the body rolls in church, between the body rolls in church and in the Macbeth, Michael Shawn.
Dr. Smith, what did I do wrong? What did I say wrong as a 15, 16-year-old kid?
I've been saying something very similar, and I agree. I played Fetty Wap's Trap Queen in class, and I said it was in celebration of Black History Month just to watch the people's response. Then directly after they started to act bougie and too good, and they wanted to be white with the King's English, I talked to them about a story of a man who had sex with his mother, killed his father, and gouged his own eye out. But they thought that was classic because white people said so, and it was Oedipus. And I said, why is Oedipus classic, but you got a problem with Fetty Wap? I said, is the problem really about being proper or being more white? And the whole class was silent.
Look at you with your
and you know what? Dr. Smith will always take my argument to the highest level because I felt, and all I was doing was a 15 or 16-year-old kid who wanted to know, how are you telling me this, but you're not explaining the behind the scenes thing? Thank you, Doc. See, I wasn't crazy, y'all. I wasn't crazy.
Wow.
How could your comments about something be worse than the actual thing? That's crazy. That's crazy. Them doing it ain't the problem. You talking about it. Like, there you go, making it noticeable by mentioning it, as if it wasn't actually happening. Everybody couldn't see it already.
And I got sent.
The person that points out obvious wrongs in society is always crucified the messenger. It's always that way. Everybody knew what was going on. Everybody could see it. They still experience it, whether you say it or not. But if you say it, you say the emperor got no clothes on. If you say this is wrong, this is hypocritical, then everybody looks at you instead of the situation. It's always the way it's been, and it continues that way till today. Don't point out anything wrong, or you will be the problem.
Exactly. And that was what led me when I got sent to the principal's office. The principal then said something to me. No, the vice principal said something to me, and I repeated what I said. And then it turned into a whole thing. Thank God my dad repped, because they were like, well, then we got into, but this was the whole thing. I was around a bunch of white boys on the bus who had smoked weed. They smoked weed on the bus. White boys smoked weed. So I smelled like weed because I was back there. So we all smell like weed. The white boy that was in my class smelled like weed. I guess it's the principal's office, the vice principal's office, after I make this comment, and they say I smell like weed. So they were like, we need to drug test you. Dog, this is 1986. And I was like, I gotta call my dad. This when I realized how much having a parent in your life is so important. And my dad came in there. And at that point, my dad had his suit on and came in there. And my dad stood up and was like, my dad didn't give a damn if I was wrong or right, because my dad smelled what he smelled. But he was like, and he defended me, and they all backed off. But I realized if I didn't have my dad to come in there and actually be able to articulate his point, that I would have been, I would have been ridiculed, and I might have taken a drug test and wound up in jail in Mount Laurel, Medford, New Jersey that day. But this was the whole story behind the situation that happened off of me questioning how they acted out plays. That was the whole thing. Now,
Dave Chappelle just punctuated your point last week, and making that comparison about you can offend, you can't offend people's feelings, but you can kill other people, and it's not a problem. Like literally, like you can talk about killing black people and make music about it and make soundtracks to it, but if you hurt a gay person's feelings, you could lose your livelihood. And like you said, that's akin to killing somebody. You could literally get canceled and lose your ability to feed your family because somebody's feelings were hurt. At the same time, other people are blamed for their own murders. Like Trayvon Martin is all of a sudden in a gang, and Mike Brown deserves to die, and Sandra Bland was being smart. Like this is the world we still live in, where it's like that hypocritical, and people really act like they don't see the difference.
Do you has anybody questioned you at your employment about the situation with Dave Chappelle being canceled? Like, have you had conversations like that in your class?
No, not about Dave Chappelle. No, that's just under vaccines right now, about things you don't talk about. Vaccines, and then Dave Chappelle. There's no need to bring that one up if no one's talking about it.
Right.
Let that one go. But again, because he's right. And when somebody's right and everybody's uncomfortable, they're waiting for a scapegoat or something to attack because they can't attack the facts. And that's when it gets dangerous. Because when somebody can't attack your argument, the likelihood that they'll attack you increases exponentially. They're going to go at you now. They're going to make sure you fall. They're going to destroy you because they can't destroy that argument. Nobody said
so
he's wrong yet. You ever one group say he's lying, that's not true. Peep that. Notice that. People start a frenzy and it's emotional and it's canceled. Notice when people don't say that's not the truth. And I can give you evidence and examples of why that's not true. No one has said that. No one from any of these groups or communities or any of these national organizations have said Dave Chappelle is lying. Dave Chappelle is speaking false information. Dave Chappelle is inaccurate. What they said was he offended.
He offended.
That's when language is important. Now, those are the times we should pay attention to language.
You're absolutely right.
Split hairs, delineate parts. That's when it's important to be like, wait, you're right. Nobody ever said that there wasn't validity or credibility to a statement. They just said they didn't enjoy hearing
it. It's good.
No, that is absolutely like
the way you make you think about it, right?
That is the craziest. That is it's almost stunning. Like it's almost stunning. Like how you can have somebody be attacked for not saying anything that was untrue. Now, Leah, we talked about it yesterday. We had a whole conversation about this with Dave Chappelle. I know you have friends in the community. You know all the letters. I don't know all the letters. I don't know all. I don't.
You see him, Dr. Smith? Crazy, right?
Just don't. Like, there's a certain point where it would be one thing. Like, that's like if I asked you to call me a certain word, and I'm telling you I'm offended that you didn't call me something, but the person literally doesn't know the word. And then I can tell you the word, and then the person says, okay, then I'll call you that. But you can't get offended because I don't know the letters.
For the
but
record,
you have to have a lot. Do you have people like, how do you go about it when you have people in that community? I'm assuming that you do because you have a very diverse clientele.
But that was different, Mike. You also said that I ain't doing it. So there was a step beyond just if they tell you and you didn't know, you were like, look, I'm not doing it, period. It's too many letters in the alphabet.
It really, like, I wrote it down yesterday. I wrote it down. And I still can't remember it because you said, all I remember is that you gave me all the letters and now there's a plus. So repeat that. It's the letters and what?
LGBTQIA plus.
But
like that.
Yes.
That's it right there, right? I'm trying to type it as you were saying it.
Yes.
LGBTQIA+.
This is okay. Two interesting points. One, of course, when you meet somebody, how in the world do you ask everybody you meet how to address them all the time? And then we talk about the.
Oh no! I want to hear
breaking
him.
up.
You're breaking up, Doc. You're breaking up. This is why we got to get you. We got to get you. You're breaking up.
Yeah, he's frozen. Come back in, because I wanted to play that the paraplegic getting pulled over. I wanted to get his thoughts and Leah's being from a lawyer perspective.
Where did everybody go on the IG Live? Why did y'all fall off?
Can't nobody hear everybody. Remove from stream. All right, so you gotta wait for him to pop again.
How can nobody hear everybody? What are you talking about?
Because Leah wasn't there and Dr. Smith, so they couldn't hear Dr. Smith talking at all. So all of that they didn't hear on IG.
I hate when you I
don't like it when they can't hear.
That just say you don't like it, but then they see is me, so they don't see everybody else's comments.
They can't see.
I know that once again. I know they can't see Dr. Smith, but I'm saying they can't see anybody.
Wait, Leah's falling off.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's what you get. Yeah, that's what you get.
What, did somebody say something again that messed up the internet?
I don't know. That's what you
Dave
get.
Chappelle, maybe.
I have no idea. All I know is I'm still on IG Live by myself.
No, I'm talking about the feed for the visual. Yeah, Mo is gone. Everybody's gone. Dr. Smith frozen underneath. He's completely gone. Dropped.
Yep. So you could have still been on IG Live and they could hear you say they could hear, but because see they could literally hear you say what you're saying, but because it's just me on here, they can't hear Jay Black saying everybody fell off the show. We don't know if it's because somebody said something wrong about Dave Chappelle and that.
Mike and Jay and what's that? We wanted the letters. Oh,
there we go.
All right, Dr. Smith is back. Let's see if his audio is clear.
Leah went off.
Let's see if his audio. All right, he's
now
back.
Jay want to join.
Am I back?
Yeah,
you're back.
So Dr. Smith.
So I was saying though about Dave Chappelle, because he made that joke. One of my favorite jokes when he says that wouldn't it be funny if I said I feel Chinese and you should call me Chinese because that's how I feel inside. And I thought that was hilarious because it's
hilarious.
And he says I shouldn't have to buy into your self-image. It shouldn't be a requirement of me because then every day people could wake up and say, today I feel like you should call me King. Hey Mike, you didn't call me King. And you're like, Fearless, yesterday you said your name was Prince. I said, yeah, I've been elevated. I've been promoted. I transitioned. Right? If all the black people in America said, I'm white, talk to me and treat me white. White people exit. I'm transracial. I'm white. Do not treat me black. My credit score, my neighborhood, do not treat me white.
Yes.
I was born this way inside.
Dr. Smith.
I
Dr. Smith.
Me because this is who I am, right? But the fact that some people can do that and some people can't is amazing, right? And the Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner comment, he was like, "Yo, hasn't been a woman for a year, never had a period, never had a baby, was the woman of the year." He said it feels like a black person watched somebody do blackface, and I know how they feel because I feel that way with Black Lives Matter. I know when your movement be doing too much, but you don't want to say anything because it's part of your team. Because there's a lot of black people that look at a lot of looting and a lot of the leadership of Black Lives Matter using the money to buy houses and all this stuff. And we got critiques, but we keep quiet. So I know how y'all feel deep down. There's a lot, especially black people in that community, that are like, a lot of y'all is hella racist. But I ain't going to say nothing because I do want people to be able to get married and not get bullied and abused. And black people are the same way. We have a lot of critiques of the leadership and a lot of the agenda, but we kind of fall back because the larger initiative is something we generally support. That's why there's a lot of people who totally agree with Dave Chappelle, but it's like I can't go against my tribe and my squad. Because when I heard that girl from Black Lives Matter bought 3 houses in white neighborhoods, many of them, I was like, you know what? A lot of the critiques that them Trump supporters had about Black Lives Matter were dead on. But I won't tell them. I ain't jumping out the window against nobody, but I know there's a lot of people that hear Dave Chappelle's jokes, and especially black men that are in that community, and they know, yeah, for 400 years, we couldn't even, say we're human beings. Meanwhile, in the last 30 to 40, you got people exponentially outpacing us who've never been enslaved, never been bred, never died. Somebody got to say
it. My wife just texted, that's a shirt. I identify as a rich white man. ... Treat me accordingly.
But this is but the hilarious thing is, you can't say you identify as that. They'll laugh at you.
Oh, no.
But they want us. They want us to go, oh, today you identify as somebody else, and I must respect you and find one of these letters to identify you. It's just amazing how the common sense just sits in front of us, and then we go like, okay, make sure you say the letters that they want you to say. But but that means I can identify with anything, correct?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Nobody sees how crazy this can be.
Oh no, a lot of people see it, but like we said earlier, don't nobody want to be the one to say it, because then they'll attack you. And that's the point. But it's like a guy getting caught cheating, and within 10 minutes, he masterfully make the woman feel like she's the problem. We all know how to do it, right? You stir it up, you talk loud, you deflect, you get emotional, about everything but the facts. And that's what we see happening. Instead of saying, you know what, I can see how that can be problematic. Everybody on any given day just deciding what to be called. I see how people who've been waiting in line, black men who've been being called boy at the age of 50, 60, and 70 for the last 300 years, I can see why they're like, wow, wouldn't it be nice to just tell people what you should be called and not to wear a sign that says I am human, not have to be hung and lynched in your military uniform after killing for the country, not have to have your wife, like really, like it must be nice to just be able to just tweet and shame people and the whole world acquiesces to your self-image and your desire the way the world should be. No, if you can't see why somebody else ain't feeling that, then that's extremely insensitive to those who've been fighting this fight with no progress for the last 3 centuries. And if you can't recognize why there's some tension there, you're not extending the empathy that your community says it wants. You should be able to at least recognize why somebody ain't feeling the fact that it's so sweet for you. That you can literally destroy somebody's entire life because they said something you didn't like. We're not talking about beating anybody up. We're not talking about any unfair laws. I'm not talking about Roe v. Wade revoking. I'm not talking about same-gender love discriminating against. I'm talking about I made a joke, you didn't like it. I put a tweet out, you didn't like it. So now I can't feed my family. If you can't see that that is bullying, if you can't see that that is also bullying, then there's no progress to be made within this conversation. Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club, what are we trying to do? Where are we trying to get? If you get mad at me, but instead of talking to me, instead of educating me, instead of working with me, you destroy my life. So, okay, I offended you, and in return, you destroyed my life. That's like somebody stepping on your shoe and you shooting them in the face. Talking about, oh, you did me wrong. Like, no, it doesn't justify that. So what? Somebody said something sensitive. People make mistakes. People are ignorant. People are cruel. I get that. But I would never, and I'm a lot of people in my community don't agree with me. I tell people all the time. Now, not that Raiders coach that been saying mean stuff for 17 years. Recently got fired. But I'm saying when these white conservatives say one bad thing, they retweet a joke about Michelle Obama and they lose their center position or their judge position. I say that's not progress. That's vindictive. That's not right. And even though I don't agree with their politics and I don't like the joke they made, I'm too flawed as a human being to say, yes, one bad joke, lose your livelihood. Because then who's next? It's a dangerous precedent. That's the term. It's a slippery slope and a dangerous precedent.
And Dr. Smith, I said this. I put this on my Instagram Live, exactly what you said. I said, you will be next at some point. And you will go, but wait a minute. No, there is no wait a minute. Just on a different topic. No, same topic, but on a different angle of it. Somebody sent me, somebody we work with, right? Back in the day. Sent me after we had our talk about Chappelle and all that stuff, and send me a transgender woman or man. I don't know where she originated from. I don't know where she started at. And I'm not being funny. I don't know if she's whatever, but it was a transgender and had an opinion on Dave Chappelle. and in the first 60 seconds said, "No, I didn't watch the Chappelle special, but this," and then she went on, and I said, "So if you didn't watch it," and that person went into, well, you're marginalized transgender, but you didn't watch it. So I don't even understand how I can listen to the rest of even if I don't like Donald Trump, if I'm going to comment on his speech, I have to watch the speech. Like, that's the least. Yeah.
Culture, that's what we talked about in the beginning. We have a culture where you don't have to be educated about the subject. And you can have not just an opinion, a passionate opinion with a request for a response that could transform somebody's entire life in a negative way. They feel entitled to that. That's the generation we exist in. And the real tragic irony is, go back and watch Eddie Murphy Raw and hear what he said about the community. Go back and watch Richard Pryor. This was the most humanizing expression from a black man towards that community I've ever heard in my entire life. I've never heard that I'm a human having a human experience. I'm going to create a trust fund for the damn child, and I want to personally give it to them when they turn 18. I've never heard a black man take the world stage and talk about any member of that community in that way, with that level of humanity and decency, and treating them just as equally, even in terms of the harshness of the joke, as they do everybody else. That was the greatest display of humanity and equality I've ever seen a black man extend to a transgender person in that community. And they missed that, being emotional and reactionary. So you
they missed it. They missed that whole thing. And then what was amazing to me, and Doc, you're like super low, so if you can like turn up your like, I don't know what's going on,
but windows open maybe.
Got the windows open.
Let me see now. How about now?
Yeah, you're good. But the amazing part, and I don't want to get Dave Chappelle in trouble because I watched every episode of every Netflix special. Last night I was just going through them. Unforgiven, I was going through all of them. The crazy thing is, every comedian knows the one thing you don't joke about is the Jewish community. You don't ever make a joke about that. That's the one thing nobody touches. And he did. And nobody blinked an eye. Nobody blinked an eye.
You know you're too sensitive when he said the N-word 1,000 times, insulted women, insulted Jews, insulted all. He went through all that, and you the only one complaining. You don't feel like something might be you might have went to the oversensitive zone now. You done out-sensitive the Jewish community when it comes to critiquing people for, like, really? You done outdone come on now. Sometimes you gotta know when to reel it back in. Sometimes you gotta know when you took it too far. Somebody talked about giving a child a trust fund, giving somebody an opportunity they never would have had. Somebody talked about your community bullying somebody to the point that they killed themselves. And you bypassed all of that and jumped back to the bullying? You committed suicide, Mike. Let's not forget that part. Let's talk
jumped
about
off a building.
Bullying. Let's talk about suicide ideations and people having depression and anxiety, because this is the type of behavior that caused a member of your community to jump off a freaking roof. Like, at what freaking point are you going to get the message? One of your community members are dead because of the way you're acting this week based on a freaking comedy special. Get a life. You're not different. You're not any more special than anybody else. You want equality? Well, then take it like everybody else has to take it. If the black community talked about somebody and they killed themselves, you know what they'd be saying to us right now? They'd be dragging us. We would never be able to critique anybody again. But here they are, comfortable and entitled to jump right back out there, judge and jury, bullying again. You're back at it. How many people got to kill their freaking selves? So if Dave Chappelle took his life, would that satisfy you? Like, damn, the inhumanity is gross.
But the amazing part, Dr. Smith, is the person that sent me this, the person that was talking, the trans that was talking, was a black woman, and she was upset because Dave Chappelle kept bringing up black, and he was like, "What, do you think all transgender people are white?" And I was like, when did he say that?
Just nonsense.
It's like, and I always say this, it's the intellect that has been, the problem is that the intellect has never risen. When people say, like, take books out of libraries, like, because, like, Huckleberry Finn, we should take that book out the library. I don't believe you should take the book out the library. What I believe is the problem is that intellectually we never advance. So the reason why you're scared about that book is there are people who still think that what's written in that book should be still exist right now. Intellectually, we're supposed to be able to read the book and go, this is a time period piece. And we should be able to understand what was going on in that time period and be able to actually gather the information and read the story. But we can't, because as a people, there are many people who haven't evolved. So they still read those words because those are the words still coming out their mouths right now. And it's just, and this is not a word. The dumbification of this culture is amazing.
Yeah,
like Dave Chappelle can literally preface something before he says the joke and preface it and say what he means before he tells the joke, which annoyed me, but I knew what he was doing. He will give you the blueprint on before I say this. I want to tell you why I'm saying this. And we still don't get it. And we still don't understand it.
Plus, and there's another tragic irony where it's like, yo, you keep fighting for all these rights while you're simultaneously trying to take other people's rights. He has the right of free freaking speech. You can't demand rights for yourself and your group while you bully people out of having their own rights to even say that they disagree or make jokes. Like, you want to be able to get married, get paid, visit partners in the hospital, but he can't make a joke? You want all that. So that's all you got all them requests. But on the other side, the black man can't even say, hey, guys, this is funny. But you want to get married, visit people, get paid. You want all this stuff. You want a whole laundry list of ish. But at the same time, the same people that are saying, we want this, and this, are saying, you can't make a joke. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? No. We can't have our constitutional right that's already given to everybody that nobody's saying they don't have. You want to take rights that everybody already has away from one group, while you give rights to another group that you say they don't have access to.
The craziest thing.
You stupid and you evil, and I'm glad that people are using humor, because people like me that can be funny, when it comes to issues like this, I don't get funny. I get real. And I'll tell you straight up, you evil and you wrong and you a hypocrite. And you need to fall back, because no bullying is acceptable. I don't care if you was bullied first. That don't make it okay.
And I'll tell you the big, like, and Leah and Jay Black, Netflix, you know, they're planning a walkout, right? But the Netflix now, and I'm not defending the Netflix higher ups, y'all. I'm not defending the higher ups because exactly. But on this one,
who's doing the walkout? The employees,
the transgender and their allies. The trans and their allies are planning a walkout, and the Netflix higher up said, on Netflix, you can watch murder, violence, abuse,
child
racism,
trafficking,
child trafficking, and you can watch a comedy show. And I said, like, once again, I'm not defending higher ups, but in this situation, what they basically said is, we put everything out there for you guys to watch, and you watch it.
And Dave said that. Remember, you clicked on my face, Sticks and Stones.
Yes.
Don't click on my face and then get mad because I said what you knew I've been saying. He had the Chappelle show for all them years. You knew what you were getting from Dave Chappelle. Like, stop. People do that. And that's why Facebook had that algorithm that was polarizing people and triggering them, because they know that's what people's appetite is conditioned for. People like to be triggered and polarized, and they like to get reactions. So they go ahead and jump in where they know they're going to get triggered. And they have like an addiction to this negative triggering. So they click on Dave Chappelle so they can get mad at Dave Chappelle so they can react to Dave Chappelle. Like, it's a dumb cycle. And
please, and I know this has nothing to do with anything, but I got to say it. Please don't watch Dave Chappelle, then get mad, and then tell me you watch Squid Games right afterwards. Like,
it had no problem.
And you were good with it.
They watching P-Valley. They watching Power. They watch all the murder, drug dealing.
You watching
movies. And Halloween coming, right? There's a movie now about I'm in your house. I'm alone in your house.
Yes.
I watched that, right? I saw the scene where the kid gets his throat slit on some Jason stuff. And instead of like cutting away, which I thought they were going to do, they just leave the scene and all this blood starts spurting out his neck. And I'm thinking, like you said, but this is okay. Teenagers being murdered by a grown person, getting stabbed through the heart, throat slit open. People are watching this all day. No warnings, not one protest. I haven't heard one protest about this movie. It was like number 10 on the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Number 1. So like I said, all this murder, all this child, these, and all this like alluding to pedophilia, like these beauty pageants for these 6-year-olds and these reality shows.
It was my next thing. Dr. Smith, I was about to say the next thing. You just watched a Jeffrey Epstein documentary. on the worst pedophilia ring that we've ever seen by somebody that powerful that had an island, and you're still worried about Dave Chappelle?
They were eating their popcorn and loved it.
Yes, popcorn and coffee, like somebody says here.
Yeah, like,
Eating their popcorn and coffee.
Ain't this wrong? But it's not wrong enough to tweet about it. Not one, exactly, not one protest.
Did everybody on here watch Squid Games? Did everybody? Oh, go ahead, Doc. Finish your thought.
So please don't spoil it. But there's a funny thing, though.
Please don't spoil it.
but Dave Chappelle said this. Dave Chappelle was like, I agree with you. He said, same with feminism. He said, I think you're going about the wrong way. About the Me Too. He said, you got to make allies. He said, I support you, but your strategies, your tactics, you're going about it the wrong way. And he made a point when he came back and said, I told you. And then a lot of states, including your state, just passed the most restrictive, stringent abortion laws, right? So you can push the pendulum back and you can do things to people and you can vilify them and scare them and witch hunt them. But if you don't think that's coming back, then you don't know how history works. That's why I'm not with all this fire every judge, fire every senator who ever made a joke. Because what you're going to see is this critical race theory and all this type of... And you know that there's like 30 states that already passed a lot of laws, Mike, about changing curriculum. And we're going to go back to the 1980s with not hearing Black history. I'm saying, like, be careful how you push your agenda. Because when you lose respect and you lose allies, even within your group, and like he said with Jussie Smollett, he said we were supporting him with our silence because we knew this girl was clearly lying. So a lot of times people aren't vocal, but they'll back away from you. A lot of Black people have significantly backed away from Black Lives Matter. We just ain't say nothing. But when somebody comes for them, you're going to see the support is gone. It looks like they still got to support until they get tested. When the white people decide this is over, and the Black people don't go back out in the street to bring it back, you're going to say, oh, Black people, it's like O.J. Simpson. We thought y'all loved this. They're like, no, not for some time now. You thought we was back in this, but we ain't with this no more.
Yeah, that Black Lives Matter is a whole different, like, that's a
that
deeper...
That chick bought mansions. That chick took the money and bought mansions while the families of the dead were just still grieving and doing GoFundMes.
Lord. All right, it's Friday, so Squid Games, you haven't watched the whole thing. Leah, have you watched the whole thing of Squid Games? Have you watched it at all? No, you didn't watch it at all?
No.
You haven't?
No. I'm going to. So
why haven't you tapped on Squid Games yet?
Because I've been busy. I don't really watch TV like that.
Oh, you don't? You don't watch? You're not really a Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime.
I don't really have the time. So I just listen to
about
y'all.
Her business, getting her money, Michael Shawn.
I'm always interested to see. Like, we assume everybody's watched it. I will say this, and Dr. Smith, I said this yesterday. I felt like I was part of a protest when I was on a flight coming home. I was coming from Philadelphia. I shouldn't say home. Coming from Philadelphia to Dallas, Fort Worth. We were late. It was like a 10 o'clock at night flight. And there was me, 2 Black women next to me, and a Black dude like 3 rows up, and we all had Dave Chappelle's closure on. And I almost felt like I was part of a protest, like we was going to get, because it was the second time I watched it. I almost felt like we were all like, yeah, we still watching it, just in case y'all try and cancel my man.
Thank you.
But
wow, I didn't know.
So Squid Games, and I'm trying to think one more thing before, because I know you're in the car and everything like that. I'm trying to think of one more. Oh, okay. Kyrie Irving is being ridiculed by Stephen A. Smith and all these people. What happened yesterday and the last 2 days was disgusting, in my opinion. What Stephen A. Smith did to Kyrie Irving was one of the most disgusting sellout things I've ever seen in my life. What is your opinion on Kyrie Irving not taking, or he's not even not against the vaccination. He's against the vaccine mandate.
And I think they're not giving him his contract now, right? They no longer offering him the $100 million contract. So he's out as far as the Brooklyn Nets future goes. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, just like Colin Kaepernick, I never want to be the one to do that. Nobody wants to be the sacrificial lamb. Nobody wants to be the first one in. But people are very thankful once somebody takes that stand. So whether it's like a Tupac thing or a Kaepernick thing, like this, a Jackie Robinson thing, whenever somebody goes first, everybody knows what's about to happen to that person. Most people knew Colin Kaepernick probably won't play again. But this is going to age very well for him. Colin Kaepernick will be remembered very differently than most athletes. And for people like Stephen A. Smith and Don Lemon calling people stupid and they deserve to die or not get hospitalized, it's not going to age well. Because all that you bullying people and denying people their rights to make decisions about their own bodies is just not, I don't care if it's abortion. I don't think that's cool. Don't decide for other people what they can do. It's not a good look. Because like we said earlier, you don't want anybody doing that to you. And everybody knows it already that you don't want people telling you what to do with your body. But here you are, soapboxing, telling somebody else what they should do with their body. And people have made a point before. Reza Islam said this from Nation Islam. There is ample evidence of why black people in particular are justified in being extremely suspicious of not only the U.S. government, but the United States medical community. We have justification. There's nothing stupid about a black person saying, I don't know.
Right.
If a black person ever says, I don't know, or I need some more time, nobody who's sensitive to the history of our people and the exploitation we've experienced has any right to even have a comment, let alone a judgment or a critical opinion about that black person's level of intelligence. You stupid if you don't understand why a black person would exercise or have that opinion. We have a reason. We have far more reasons to be suspicious than we do to jump out and get a shot in our arm. And
but it is the NBA's right.
Huh?
Do you agree that it's the NBA's right, not the one that he can't play? Like they still have their right to. Okay, you can make that the choice, but know the consequences.
I believe in all of that. I'm that guy. I believe that the racist conservatives should be able to come to my college and speak just like Farrakhan should be. I believe that free speech goes both ways, anti-bullying goes both ways, and people's rights, like a right to refuse doing business, you can do that. If you're a business owner, you have the right of refusal. You can say no shoes, no shirt, no service, as long as you're consistent. That's all I argue. Don't let one person be able to do it without the vaccine, and then as long as that's your rule, that's your rule. But again, no need to insult them. Don't need to demean him. Don't need to bully him.
And Dr. Smith,
that's his right. Y'all don't want to hire
and
him?
I have,
he can go overseas.
And I have the right to remember that Stephen A. Smith sold out another black man. I have the right to remember that he did it again, and that he called what Kyrie Irving was doing the stupidest thing he's ever seen in his life. And I challenge him, no, it's not the stupidest thing. The first stupid thing that you thought was the stupidest thing was Colin Kaepernick. That was the first thing that you stood up against. So I have the right to remember. And I'm just like Dr. Smith. I believe everybody should have the right.
Stupid throwing away $60 million or $100 million. Like, is that not stupid?
No, it's called standing on principle.
Principle.
I want to ask Stephen A. Smith
I was going to say back to Dave Chappelle. Remember when Dave Chappelle, the person said, who are you to tell us how to do our movement? He said, I'm the one that got out and walked away from 50 million. It aged very well, didn't it? It feels good. You sleep better. You remember differently. Set a different legacy and example for your children. I said it when I was on the game show. There's things in life that's worth more than money. There's things in like your dignity, your integrity. Things in life
but $100 million, though?
And you think that you're able to at least make a few million. But still, there's a thing. I don't have a price. There's no numbers somebody can tell me where they say, I'm going to take your kids from you. They can't say I'm going to give you $100 million if I need your kids. No, there's some things that are just like, there's no price. And my dignity is, and even my health. There's no price on my health. You can't be like, I'm experimenting on you real quick, but I'll make you rich. Nah, I'm cool, dog.
And you know they target the. You know that, Doc, they target the college students, the hungry poor college students. Come take this. Come be in this trial study. I get those all the time.
Yeah. And I want to say this to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith said he literally was emphasizing that Kyrie Irving left Kevin Durant, who's a multimillionaire, and James Harden, and that he had an obligation. He signed a contract voluntarily to play with the Brooklyn Nets, and he left them hanging. And it was amazing because I said, this is the same man who has talked about how great Muhammad Ali was. And my question is, so if Muhammad Ali was on a team, and he was the greatest on a baseball team, and he decided, because they didn't address me in the courts as Muhammad Ali, did that mean he left the team hanging? Would you have said he left the team high and dry, Stephen A? Like, these puppets that are in the media are so amazing and so disgusting that I've never been this emotionally invested in watching one black man literally in two cases go at two different black men who were just standing up for their rights. And we still support this dude. We still support him. This is the same guy who would have criticized Muhammad Ali if he was in a position of power back then. Stephen A. Smith would have killed Muhammad Ali right now. It's amazing, dog.
I don't know if can y'all hear me clear?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know
You're popping a little bit, but go ahead. You good?
How about now?
It's like the Wi-Fi is where the
Wi-Fi is going a little weird.
Every time we start talking about things that matter.
Big brother.
We gotta get him back in the studio.
We got to get him back in the studio. I will just. So this is the no segue zone.
Oh man,
he'll come back. He'll have to pull over. I mean, when you driving Miss Daisy all the time. And I'm just kidding. Dr. Smith knows I'm kidding because he was driving his kids to school. That's why he was in the car. I was just kidding. No segue zone. I told you I worked out with the trainer, and if anybody sees me looking like and rubbing my arms, dog, I'm really in pain today. Why is it the second day afterwards?
Muscle recovery.
Dog, this is painful. And I can't even, this don't even make no sense because I can't even do the show without my shirt on because I still got man boobs. So it hasn't even changed it. This really hurts for real. Like if you saw me doing this, like, dog, this really.
It takes a lot to tighten up those middies.
My arms are.
Go like this, Mike. Can you do this?
Yeah, I can do it, and it's
but
very
it's sore.
And it's all it's doing is
yes.
Oh, dog.
Shout out to the trainer.
The pain.
You gotta keep going.
F the trainer. Yo, this really hurts. And I'm supposed to see him at 3:00. Oh my God, please.
You need a hypervolt.
Hey.
I have you need one of those guns, the hypervolt.
Oh, I have one.
I love mine.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm sure that's what y'all using on your muscles. Okay, listen, Dr. Smith, we want to give you let me hear you.
So, final thought. I was gonna say, I just want people to have the full circle moment to realize what Mike said about how passionate you were and how emotionally invested you were, right? About this issue and how you felt hurt and offended, right? But we all know that you can't get Stephen A. fired, neither can the NAACP. I don't care if the United Nations and Africa got together. The powerlessness of the Black community in comparison to the reaction to the Dave Chappelle special is exactly why that special was a classic and will age very well, and exactly why people are laughing back at the people who are so-called bullies. Because if you can't see that we can't cancel Stephen A. Smith if we tried, but you can cancel Dave Chappelle, I'm so glad Netflix is changing that and making it more equal. Because now they know how we feel. Now you know how it feels to be offended and be mad and know there's nothing you can do about it. Welcome to the Black life. We've always had that. Somebody's racist, they keep their job. Imus gets his job back. Everybody, the cooking lady, the bounty hunter, dog, everybody knows that they can talk to us any kind of way, offend all of us collectively, and they'll end up back with their shows, back on the radio, back in the movies, and back making more money than when they left. So deal with it. You want to be equal? Welcome to equality, because this is the life we've been living. Unless you want to be better than us, and that's a different story. If you want to be like us, then welcome to the party. Y'all take it easy.
Dr. Smith is here every Friday. We're gonna get Dr. Smith at we're gonna get him at a location where we can hear him clearly. Dr. Smith, thank you so much, big dog. And we gotta get when I go back on the East Coast, we gotta get a studio so we can do a podcast with Dr. Smith and the business bully.
Yes.
And get everybody. Hopefully I can get everybody there. So all right, we'll take a break. Leah, don't go nowhere. We're gonna do allegedly with Mo, and we're gonna have some fun for the last. Give me 4 minutes, so it'll be like 20 minutes that we'll have to actually have fun with some nonsense.
So short break.
Well, it's 4 minutes. It's always 4 minutes, and if you happen, it's always the same. It's always the same damn 4 minutes.
I can't. No, it's 4. Like, you're such a slave driver. You're such a slave driver. I mean, it takes 4 minutes to pee. puffed up on a black and mild. Like, I mean, come on.
I have timed things now. Our first break from when we started, I talked for an hour and 18 minutes straight before our first break. Now, the ladies are here, so I have total confidence that if I'm not on this square, just start the segment.
Start without you.
You're good.
Just jump right in.
Leah, give your opinion. J Black, give your opinion. Do whatever you do. I might be in the middle of my third inhale, but I promise you'll see the screen behind me. I will be right back. Y'all rock out. I have total confidence. Matter of fact, y'all probably be better off until I come back. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We'll take a break. 4 minutes. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. No, get in. No, I know you're an alligator, so get it. Take that. Get up in here. Get. Yo, the more I watch this clip, the more Gene is crazy as. Get your ass in the tail. And we need the tail in there. Think I'm playing? I'm gonna recycle your ass. Get in there.
I'm gonna recycle your ass.
I'm gonna recycle your ass. Yo, that is nutty. The more I look at that clip, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Alligator Gene is in the building. Alligator Gene is in the building. All right.
Listen, I said this: if I could put an alligator in a trash can, Ben Simmons can put a basket in, a bucket in a basket. You dig?
Yo,
real rap.
A Ben Simmons stab early in the morning. No, Philly motherfucker. Yo, Philly motherfucker. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
Mix it up, bro.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Diamonds on my neck. Diamonds on my neck.
Hello, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends on a Friday. It's Friday. We don't know if this is factual. We don't know if it's the truth, but it's a legend with Sexy Mo allegedly. Yeah, get to it, girl. Get to us. We are the only show. We are the only show. We are the only show in history that will track a statement and correct it minutes after we say it. And I said that as a joke, but that is a credit to us. We will say, you know what we just said was wrong.
It was wrong.
We don't wait till the next day or a week later. We would go, whoa. Breaking news. Tap the mic. Breaking news.
Immediate retraction.
We just found out. What we just said was wrong.
Yeah, that person, they didn't die. They're not dead.
They are alive and well. They are good.
Good
money. They did not have what we said they had. They didn't have it. It just happened to be they had heart palpitations. That's all they had. They were good. They're good. They just had.
It wasn't herpes. It wasn't herpes. It was a razor bump.
It was not herpes.
It was a razor bump.
It was a razor bump or an ingrown hair. It was not anything that we said. It wasn't.
Zoom in on the camera.
And I was joking about it, but then I realized I was sitting here because I got plenty of time to talk to myself. I said, you know what? That is a PowerPoint. That is a compliment that we come back and say, listen, that's why we call it allegedly. We just tell you, we're just giving the information that was given to Mo, and Mo reads it, and then sometimes Jay, the conscience of the show, Jay's wife, Lady Q, sometimes comes in and she goes and she taps, she bangs on the door. She don't tap the mic. She bangs on the door and says, That's not what happened. And in actuality, we don't even know if Lady Q's right, but we correct ourselves.
It sounds good.
So thank you, Lady Q. Go ahead, Mo. Get it poppin'.
Well, Michael Shawn, somebody who I used to love as a teenager growing up because she was one of the few black faces that I saw that looked like mine on the big screen, which was Stacey Dash. She's coming out now, and back then
Bobby Dash. What up, Bobby Dash?
Yes, what's up to Bobby Dash?
Everybody send their link, send their get in the club, because I want everybody to hear this. I want everybody to hear this. Stacey Dash.
I'm
gonna let everybody in the club, everybody get in the club. Go ahead, Stacey Dash. And I saw this, and I did feel kind of bad.
You felt bad for Stacey Dash. Wow.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. As much as Stacey Dash has done some crazy stuff, but then it kind of cleared some stuff up. It's out to everybody on IG Live right now. I'm gonna put Jay Black on there. Jay Blizzy, Jay Black. We're doing Allegedly with Sexy Mode. Is our entertainment news where we can retract a story immediately after we say it. All right. Go ahead, Mo. Get to it.
Are you gonna let me in or what?
I'm trying to get you in here. I got Jay Black in here. It's one at a time, girl. One at a time. It's one at a time. I'm trying. I still don't see you. So go ahead.
Is it somebody in there?
Keep popping. I'm trying to get you in the DJ booth. I'm trying to get you in the DJ booth. On everything I love.
Get up there with Ski. What's up?
Hustle Grind. What up, Hustle Grind? What's good? All right. Mo's about to tell her stories. We're trying to get everybody on here. We're trying to get everybody. We're trying to get Leah. I'm trying to get Leah on here. I'm trying to get Leah. Leah's the last one to get in the club.
I'm getting there.
I know we're gonna get you in the club. We're gonna get one at a time, y'all. The club is packed. The club is packed. There's 3,000 people in the club, yo. It's hard.
Now that Mo popped in the club, it became packed. Jesus.
The club, here goes Leah. The club is packed. Jay-Z's about to enter the club. We didn't know he was gonna perform. We had no idea Jay-Z was performing. We had no idea. We didn't know it was going to be a special performance. So, okay, now everybody's in the club. Beyonce is about to hit the stage. Go ahead, Mo. We're all good. Leah's about to pop in.
Yeah. So Michael Shawn, my favorite brown girl from the 2000s, the 1990s, Stacey Dash. Everybody had a poster of her. All the guys had a poster of her.
Very
all
attractive.
The girls did their hair like her. They wanted to be like her. Pop the color contacts in, everything. Well, she's saying that in her 20s, she was in an abusive relationship, and the guy broke her arm, chained her to a bed for like 3 days. And from that situation, she became addicted to painkillers. She said she took about 18 to 20 Vicodin a day. She said her habit was so bad that she spent like $5 to $10K a month just on pills.
Because Jay had some pain pills for his surgery, and I was trying to get a hold of some, but he was stingy.
Don't do that.
Jay was stingy with his. Jay didn't want to give up the pain pills for his shoulder. I said, God, why you gotta be so selfish, dog? If I can't drink, I can't get a pain pill? Like, Jesus.
The street value alone, when people say, oh my God, how could she spend $5,000 to $10,000 a month on pills, is very easy. The street value of these pills are very high. One pill can run you anywhere between $20 to $40 a pill, depending on how many milligrams are in it. And so, you know, she had a heavy habit, and she said because, you know, this whole abuse thing in her 20s with the guy she was involved with, it really left a lasting scar on her. And she said she felt at one point in her life she deserved it. Like this was
all right,
the
Mo,
treatment
you
that she
fell off.
deserved.
You fell off the club. Why'd you leave the club? What happened?
I didn't leave the club.
You trying to get a phone number out the club? Somebody trying to
push me out.
I didn't push you out. You at the car trying to get a number? Like, what's going on? Like what?
Well,
it was right there. Everybody's comfortable.
We are talking about Stacey Dash, and you know, maybe the right wing conservatives got control over the internet too.
So let's be clear with Stacey Dash. Let's before she you know, she went on her Republican thing, and you have the right to. I think it's your phone, Mo. Do you have your phone volume down?
It's down all the way.
Okay, I'm trying to do mine too. Stacey Dash at her peak was top 5.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm just talking about looks,
mm-hmm.
Stacey Dash was top 5.
Yeah, golden brown, good light, hazel eyes, long hair.
She just made the color hue for you to like her, J Black. Let's be real.
Stacey Dash was
real. No, she was there.
Stacey Dash was like, my God. Like, oh, and J Black, everybody in Philly. Maya's gonna be in Philly, I think this Friday or next Friday.
Oh, my
nice. Another one that was in there. When we say top 5, there's like 50 of them I could put in the top 5. So top 5. So shout out to Stacey Dash, and we hope that her recovery goes well. And you know, that's a lot. You know, the pills are vicious.
She still struggles with it. She said even though she's been sober for quite some time, she said there's days that she still struggles with not taking a pill.
Yeah, Stacey, I feel you, girl. I understand. I get it.
She's 18 though. Wow. Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, she's 54 now. You know, and a lot of people didn't know that because, you know, I mean, she's held up well over the years. But I think that
I need my phone to get a pic, Mike.
Just her political.
Let me see what Stacey.
No, Stacey Dash has held up well, but it's caught up a tad bit.
I mean, her face is struggling a little bit.
I didn't even say that.
The neckline is starting to show a little wear and tear. But I attribute that to all of her, you know, a lot of the things that she spews in regards to like her political views. A lot of times she's definitely not on this side of the paint. And what I mean by that is with the Black and brown people.
She tried. Remember, she tried to come back. And
she tried it, but we was like, we don't want you back.
Nope.
But
no takey backs.
Your political position doesn't help. What adds to the aging is not taking care of yourself and running yourself ragged.
Right.
Your views and opinions. There's a lot of bad shit. Like Donald Trump's wife, Melania.
Uh-huh.
She's held up well, and she when you talk about being with the devil, she was with the devil. Like, but she looks good there. She's
in comparison to Ivanka, his first wife, she was definitely on a struggle bus. He looked like he wore her ass out. Yes.
You gotta take care of yourself.
Yes.
You gotta drink water. You know, you can't pop. You can't pop 20 pills a day, and you know what I'm saying? It happens. Like, I would have looked a lot better without 15 years of drinking. Trust me. I would have been, probably like 20 years of drinking. All right, 22. I mean, but who keeps count?
Score. Nobody's keeping score.
Then nobody's keeping score, but you know, I'm adorable.
Speaking of artists, and whatnot, Nicki Minaj. Yeah. And I told you I would be following this story. Her and her husband, Kenneth Petty. Remember, you know, he was charged in 1995 with sexual assault. And he did do some time behind that. Well, now the victim is coming back, and she's not holding back. She's sticking to her guns with this. She was just on The View The Real. She was just on The Real last month, just talking about, you know, where she's coming from with this. And she said that Nicki Minaj actually contacted her to try to get her to recant the statement and recant the charges. So right now, her lawyer has muscled up, and he's hit them with a $20 million default judgment. In the case
Right.
against the couple, they failed to respond, of course. And so they're basically trying to get the judge to knock the petition out totally, which is not going to happen, by the way, right now. And so her attorney is moving forward with it.
Well, just we'll see what happens. Like we never know the story within the story. Like we don't. I'm listen. The real had her on there, and it's not like she said Nikki reached out to her. We don't know. We don't know if that's true. It could have happened, stuff like that. So we wish everybody luck in this situation.
I think it was like $20,000 or something like that they offered. 15. It was a very lowball number that they offered her allegedly to recant her statement, her rape statement against him. And I'm like, if that is the case, they definitely get stupid dummy couple of the year.
Stupid. But if you would like, but Nikki, if you and your husband would like to send me $20,000, I'll recant whatever story you want me to recant. If you want me to recant right now what Mo just said, I will begin recanting.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Like Mo was wrong. Mo was wrong. Mo was wrong. The story was wrong. The story was wrong. Yeah. I'm dead. Her man never smiles in any picture. I think if I was a publicist, I would be like,
tell him to smile.
To smile.
Smile, smirk, show a pearly white 1, 2, 3, the upper top, something.
Yeah, why do guys in hip hop have to try and look like that?
He did get locked up back in the day.
Yeah, but even there, I mean, Wallow got locked up with Wallow from Gilly and Wallow. Yeah, he smiles, and Wallow did major time.
It depends. Maybe it depends on the type of
Mike Tyson smiles. Mike Tyson did time. He smiles. He smiles. OJ smiles. Like you can smile. You really can.
Maybe it's the up top thing.
I can't even make that face. Like even when I make that face, it feels like I'm gonna smile.
Don't do it.
Right? Don't do it.
Like you can see his neck tense up. He's really. I'm hard.
I fuck you up.
I'm hard. Smile. Like if somebody is saying you're doing bad things, the last thing you want to do is look like the bad thing person in the picture.
Right. And so from a publicist side, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, Leah, it doesn't look good that when you pull up his picture, all of his pictures are pretty much like
I think his nostrils were actually flaring in that picture. I think
I'm pretty sure the other side will bring these pictures into play when they go to court. And
he resembled T.O.L right there, actually.
He looked like a bulky T.I. Like he
does not look like T.I.
Let's hear a quick little resemblance, yeah.
Got a little T.I. whatever. Little like smile. Smile, bitch. Smile, man. When I see Nikki, I'm running from her. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't, it is.
Speaking of running, Michael Shawn, the head of a Nike exec, he's the head of. He is, no pun intended.
Who getting the head today? It's Friday. Who getting the head?
Pause, triple pause. Friday morning. There's no giving of the head this morning.
On a Friday morning, that's the best. Wake up on a Friday morning.
In my big Macbeth voice. There's no giving of the head in the morning.
Is anything better, male or female, than waking up to somebody giving you the head? Like, is there anything better? Like, I hope my mom's not watching right now. There's nothing better than waking up and your partner and your partner has decided they're gonna wake you up in that special way. That is beautiful. That and you almost get irritated in the beginning. You ever get irritated one thing? You're like, why are you grabbing them? You're like, oh,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, women are a little different because I need to brush my teeth. I need to,
But if your man is giving you
for the first 10, 15.
No, but your man might be giving you performing an oral presentation on you.
Yeah, but I need to brush my teeth first.
But I'm not touching your mouth. Like, what's wrong? Like, you got to brush the vagina too? Like, what's wrong? Like.
JD,
I'm doing you a favor right now. Like
I know you do. I know it's a favor. I know your intentions are good. It's a little,
That's amazing. That's why you're so damn difficult. That is exactly that is Wait a second. You want to do that to me now?
I care about you.
You ever try to get that musty like overnight?
No, I just said brush my teeth. We didn't say brush.
So what you gotta brush your teeth for? What you gotta brush your teeth for if I'm performing a oral presentation? Like what that guy? I ain't gotta touch your mouth. You ain't.
Women know their bodies. They know sometimes overnight for them.
Yeah, no, I make sure I take a shower. But my thing is I like to brush my teeth in the morning. So like.
Once again, what does that? I like to brush my teeth in the morning too, but if you want to put me in your mouth, I'm not gonna be like, oh, whoa, hold up, let me floss. Hold up, wait, I gotta floss before. No, what are you talking about?
Before you do that to me, let me floss.
Before you do that, hold up. Want to floss? Want to brush my teeth? Like, you're not touching my mouth.
You might want it reciprocated.
Okay, we still ain't touching mouths. Like we not, All right, go ahead. I just all right. You done ruined the mood. Everybody got horny except for Mo. Everybody else is like, yo, real talk. You right, Mike. Said, like, nah, I want to brush my teeth. You want to put fluoride on your clitoris? Like, what what's going on here? Like,
minty fresh.
Goodness gracious. All right, go ahead, Mo. Next thing. All right.
Well, anyway, Larry Miller, who is the head of the Jordan brand, he actually confessed and just said, it's been weighing heavy on him, and that when he killed a teenager back when he was in a gang. And so he's saying that it weighed so heavy on him that, he felt like that he needed to come out with it. He said for years it bothered him, and he's finally coming out with it. And so, yeah, I wonder what this is going to do for the brand. I wonder what they're going to do.
Sell more.
Well, he better than me. God bless him, because I'm not admitting I could have killed two turtles and a squirrel, and I'm not. I'm not. Yeah.
And that's why I said I wonder what this is going to do and what it's going to do to the brand and how they're going to proceed with him, because again, black man is saying this and a white man saying this is two different things.
They said that he wanted to do it earlier, like he wanted to admit to this earlier, but he said he needed to brush his teeth.
Damn you. Damn you.
Tell the world. But wait a second. Give me a minute.
Hold tight.
Hold tight real quick.
Listen, you don't want hot breath on your peen.
Girl, let me tell you something.
When you're done and you want something reciprocated, you want to make sure it's minty fresh.
Yeah, Billy said minty too.
You don't want it to be dragon breath. Just saying.
Oh, God.
Ain't no man in the world gonna be like, yo, go brush your teeth before you do that. Nope.
Oh, Don said he's taking it to the grave with him. He's not telling nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him. Like there's a rapper, I forget what his name is, what he turned himself into. It was Loon, the rapper Loon from Bad Boy, turned himself into for a murder that he had done. And I've never killed anybody. I'm not the killer type. But if I did, I would definitely brush my teeth before I killed you.
Do you see what the business bully put on IG? I don't want cold breath on my peen.
I don't want cold breath on my. Oh, G-Dep. It was G-Dep, not Loon. It was G-Dep. It was not Loon. It was G-Dep. It was another Bad Boy artist.
Loon was locked up for an indictment, for a drug indictment. But so yeah, no.
Hold on. Kelly J said, I'm normally rocking with Mo, but if I want to wake him up with Have a Good Day Boo special, I'm not thinking about that. Hell, I've woken up out my sleep wanting to go for it. Laugh exactly, and go for it, Kelly.
Yeah,
go for it.
Still go for it, but girl, you still gotta brush your teeth. You don't want a hot dragon breath on the peen.
Somebody say go for it. Oh.
Go for it. Visit www.goforit.
Oh, Leah, you're being very quiet with this. Leah, you're being very quiet right now, Leah. You're being very quiet.
I was trying to get my dog to shut up.
Yeah, but you're being very quiet. Does it matter to you if somebody's going to do you a favor and wake you up in the morning? Do they have to brush their teeth before they give a little peck on your inner thigh?
No, but I am with Mo that I do like to brush my teeth in the morning.
No, but I am with that too. If we're gonna actually get intimate on that level, yeah. But I'm just saying, if he kisses the inner thigh, you're gonna be like, yo, go brush.
No, but if I do prefer to brush my teeth.
Gotcha.
It smell like spit down there. Ugh.
Yeah, you don't want.
But you ain't stopping them. But you ain't stopping them and go tell them to go brush his teeth. Like when the lips
Kelly?
touch one. No, exactly. I know, Leah. Because Leah, thank you, Leah. Go ahead.
I mean, at least gargle a little bit. You don't want hot dragon spit on your peen. Like you don't want that.
I'm gonna be gargling. Oh, I'm gonna be gargling. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow,
terrible.
All right. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead. Next story. Go ahead.
It's Friday.
Oh, we got to wrap up now. Yeah.
I have
cavity creams all up in the tank. Look at Billy. Yeah. No, what is that card for?
Oh, that's a long card.
This was Tam's. This was Tam's.
That was Tam's card. What did Tam's card reveal?
Tam's card says "Dream come true."
Yep.
So what you dreaming of, Tam?
Them lips on that inner thigh without brushing and Damn, Leah froze too. All right, y'all. She froze with the card up. Damn. Something going on, y'all. All right, y'all. This has been great. Oh, she still froze. All right, y'all. Thank you, Sexy Mo, for allegedly. We gotta wrap this up. We will talk to y'all Monday morning. Everybody have a safe weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Burn. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that, and understand only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second, and understand there's only one thing in life that is guaranteed. That's it will end. You fight for everything else. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone take it from you. It's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. We will see you on Monday. Everybody, for real, have a safe weekend and get back here on Monday. Don't forget the comedy show, October 20th, Addison Improv, next Wednesday. Yeah, y'all.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.